happening in the West End?
Yeah. Evidently, it's a new group of religious zealots.
That are doing what?
Scaring white people.
Well, they do that, but what are these? What's their specific problem or issue?
They think America's going to be destroyed.
By?
God.
Okay.
It's I was going to say the stereotypical preacher on the corner. These guys are a little more zealous. Are they just screaming at people in the West End?
Yeah, just reading scripture. And
how new is this posting? I mean, is this a regular thing in the West End now?
I believe so. I mean, the postings are, I went back, they've got almost 500 postings, and
the one that I have, is it recent?
Like 2 weeks.
Can I play this straight off YouTube? Or?
Yeah. There's a a-hole in the middle of it.
A picture of one?
No. The word.
Oh.
That's usually where it is.
Let's see.
66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
This looks like the entrance to the West End.
That archway thing?
Yeah. What does that say? Pearl? Whatever. What is it?
Pearl stone.
Yeah. That's a sign painted on one of the buildings.
All right.
You got a perspective?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just on the outside of the West End.
Chariots like a whirlwind. Those so-called UFOs that y'all see in the sky that have recently been showing up a whole lot. Those are the chariots of the Most High. Let's take 2 Bibles. That's right.
So the gods got the hoopties? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, UFOs are.
They're not UFOs, they're the gods of the Most High.
They're the gods of the Most High, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So God has wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Spinners.
Hoopty.
I understand.
He's a clown, huh? That man's a clown.
They're screaming at a clown?
They scream at everybody.
Hang on, let me
clown.
I got a scripture for you. There's a clown. Hold on.
Wait, what'd he say?
I just blew liquid. Obviously, they're taking one of the street performers and giving them grief. Fool.
Clown out of this.
At least you dressed the part.
It's bad enough. I'm a clown. Get off me.
That y'all see in the sky that have recently been showing up a whole lot. Those are the chariots of the Most High. Let's take 2 Bibles. That's right. Let's take 2 Bibles and one. He's a clown, huh? That man's a clown. I got a scripture for you. There's a clown. Hold on. Why don't you hit a dance for him or something? You cool? Tap dance, cool? Tap dance, cool? Hey, let me ask you a question, cool. What's the...
They still screaming at the clown?
Yeah.
Man better dance.
What's the Lord gonna do when he come back? What's the Lord gonna do when he come back, cool? What he gonna do?
What's up, boo-boo? What guy gonna do?
First of all, he takes up all the clowns. I understand.
Then hide behind that makeup.
Boom.
According to the Bible, what's the Lord gonna do when he comes back? What he gonna
If these guys are preaching the gospel, why are there words in here that can't air?
Well, I don't know. Someone called them an a-hole, and they called them back, and
Well, that's fair.
but they're preaching the Old Testament gospel.
Does it matter?
Yeah, they're going back to the that vengeful, wrathful, mean God.
It's a guy that I'm into.
No, you're Jew now, so that's your God.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to stay Jew through the first of the year, so I get my gifts.
Good call.
But then I'm changing
To what?
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, God. Well, I know what to get you for Christmas. I can't get you a Christmas gift.
Well, you get it. I'll still be
Hanukkah.
Jewish at that point.
Okay, I'll get you a Hanukkah Schwinn.
Thank you. Give me a nice nana seat. I like to be comfortable.
I'll make sure you get a nice little...
What's the appeal with Jehovah's Witness?
They're okay with drinking, alcohol, or smoking, not in excess. They don't like serving in the military. All right with me since I'm a pussy.
And they don't, what else? They don't celebrate anything, do they?
No. They don't celebrate anything. They don't buy gifts for anybody. That's better than Jew.
Well, that is right down your alley.
Yeah, leave me alone. Finish playing this.
What he gonna do? What is he gonna do when he comes back? According to the scriptures.
They're still screaming at that clown. What's he gonna do? All the disciples gonna climb out a little bitty fire truck?
I just want to be a clown.
Scripture on it. Give me a scripture on it.
Well, he's just crawling up a clown's ass, asking him to quote things out of the Bible. Hang, Alfie, do I want to take any of those?
Line 2 says he's running these guys before.
Okay. Yes, Corey.
Hey, boss man.
Yes, sir.
I had to run with these holy rollers a couple of weeks ago. One day after work, I'm standing there at the rail station, wind gun train. 2 of them come up, try to hand me their pamphlets. I tell them, no thanks, very nicely. And they're like, if you don't take this, you will be rejected by heaven. You'll spend the rest of your life burning in hell. And I just looked at them and with a big smile said, well, at least I could say I had some fun. And then they got really mad, started cursing at me. I got on the train and went home. They started cursing me. I didn't pay any more attention to them. And they got really mad just because I had the audacity to say that.
I don't understand if you're out, you're a mouth breather. If you're out preaching the gospel, you want to have people embrace what it is you're throwing out.
Yeah, why are you angry? What are you angry at?
Well, they got a right to be mad. I think Trey said in part of this, they point out how white people had treated the blacks like crap.
What does that got to do with God?
Well, if you're talking about the vengeful God, he's going to get you.
Yo, back. Y'all think that the Lord knows where tap dancing, sucking and tapping, cool, man.
It looks like there's probably 6 or 7 of them still screaming at the clown.
That's it. That's it. That's it. This is your...
That's it. Whoa. Put you in your big foot in place. Tap dancing boo-boo the fool.
What, a balloon animal or something?
Now, what's God gonna do when he come back?
I don't know.
No, he ain't gonna make little puppets.
It's just a dog. It's a balloon dog. All it is.
Right there. No, you ain't gonna even make it today.
He's holding up a sign. I don't know what it says. They're holding it in the other direction. I can probably make a guess.
The 16s are gonna kick your ass. He ain't gonna make it to the... And we gonna get drunk on that day. That's right. It's gonna...
Which day?
The day God comes back.
Oh, all right.
It'll be a beautiful day in America when all you so-called Negroes get a foot in your ass by the white man, and we've been telling y'all that he's the devil, and he don't give a damn about y'all.
I bet some of the white devils show up here in a couple of days.
We've been warning you. We've been warning you that these cops do not care about law.
Not. You have chosen poorly. With the police presence in the West End, that's really not the place to go and try and bond.
No.
Or if you are, maybe a couple of compliments.
They certainly do like the Dallas police officers.
Well, not all of them on up and up. These 2 probably are.
That's right. They do not care about law. They got something planned for Jake. That's right.
Who's Jake?
I guess one of their partners.
Oh. Well, they're planning something. Probably a party.
Most likely. We get together.
They're prideful, arrogant beasts. They prey on the weak.
Let me say this, Art. First of all, these cops ain't nothing.
Oh, no.
Well, they're really not posing any violent threat. They're just on the corner preaching the gospel.
They've kind of got away from the gospel, haven't we? We've gone over to slavery and now the cops.
They're just talking about what their God, what he's going to go back and judge people on. Okay. And if you had people into slavery and you chastise people based on race, color, whatever, then the Most High Hoopty is not going to pick you up.
Didn't know that.
But they're nothing but employees to the Rothschild. That's why you wear that shield on your chest, man.
Wow. All right, who's the Rothschild? Because I got to guess that if cops show up, they ain't going to get no chocolates.
My only guess is if they're talking about like Rothschilds, like money, then I mean you're getting into like the Illuminati.
Do you know or not?
I don't know for sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're a Rothschild employee, man.
don't even know that.
You don't work for law. You don't work to uphold peace.
That's right.
I can't see in the shot, but it looks like they're talking to a cop just out of frame, which is probably where he'll stay.
Arm just reaches in, yanks him out of frame.
You don't work to uphold peace.
That's right.
What you do is work to kill people, man. To extort people.
That's right.
That's what the CIA is all about.
That's what the CIA, FBI, and all of them is about.
Stupid.
It's all good. Now, when you read in the Bible talks about slavery. It talks about hatred.
If he ain't kicking him off if you're not kicking Bishop nigga off the block, we not moving. That's right.
All right, I still can't see the cops in the picture. I'm going to guess they're asking them to
Motion.
Right.
Move on.
shoosh.
No, I don't want that, man.
What is line 3, Chad?
Alfie?
All right.
He says his daughter had a run-in with these guys a few weeks back.
What's it? I'm just not hearing about these guys.
I have no clue where they've been.
Yes, Chad.
Yeah, man. Well, I tried to call in, but Alfie hung up on me the first time because I said they actually call themselves the Black Israelites, and they're a real disgruntled bunch of people. They've been down at the West End, and we went down to Spaghetti Warehouse and came walking up on them, and me and my daughter were just listening to him, and he started ranting about all kinds of gibberish. I don't even know what he's really talking about. He turned around and. We left, and then we came back by, and he called my daughter a fat something and something or other, and she jumped up and pushed him, and the cops almost took her to jail, but because he was screaming out.
Was he calling her a fat bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He says I've been accosted or something. I can't remember what he was saying, but she stood about 3 or 4 inches taller than this dude. But, they finally got kicked out of the West End down there because they were raising so much cane. They got 40 people thrown in jail in one weekend for that kind of stuff because they're doing nothing but breathing.
All right, thank you. Well, she pushed him.
She did, actually. The last thing you want to do is actually physically assault somebody. Somebody screaming at you, just walk away.
Is there about to be a confrontation with the cops?
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah, keep it rolling, bro.
It's what? Hello?
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. No, I mean,
Okay. Well, I didn't say it would be horrible. They haven't done anything. They're just making noise on the street, preaching God's word. Giving the clowns a hard time.
Let's keep reading. Keep reading, man. Keep reading the Bible, man. Isaiah 50. Read it. They're just trying to call.
Dallas is not really the best place to choose for something like this, especially since some of the cops are pepper ball heavy.
They do love the pepper balls.
That's all confusion. That's all they care about. Like I said, these cops are not about the law, man. They're prideful, arrogant beasts. Can we watch that and see what they're calling it out?
Jump ahead.
According to the law, don't we?
All right, cops are there now.
Hear it.
Wait a minute. Can we watch the tape to see whether he called him an asshole?
All right, I caught that in time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. If somebody filed a complaint and said one of these guys called somebody else an a-hole, go back and look at the tape. They've been running it the whole time.
Or somebody pushes them, just get away.
His word is ours. Go get his ID.
Go get his ID.
Okay, go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
But I want to see your ID. You got ID?
Yeah.
How come I ain't got to show you? I ain't show you my ID unless you show me your ID.
This badger's my ID. And his gun is my other ID.
I don't know if that's your gun.
This pepper spray.
You look a little shifty.
You go get his ID. You would tell me my job now? Oh, this is not going to work out well for you.
Oh, no, you're not, man. Y'all proud, man. And see, this is the thing. That's what the devil does. The devil lies. Keep them on camera because they're gonna try to set you up. That's what I tried to show y'all earlier when he was trying to get us to the car. They're the devil.
And I'm pointing out right now, the two of you are skinheads. That's a bicycle helmet.
There's got to be a law against creating a public disturbance of some type.
It's in the West.
It's screaming at
if they were doing it in a neighborhood where it was normally quiet, it's the West End. There's traffic. There's people coming and going.
It just seems to be there has to be.
You got a right to peacefully assemble.
You're not peacefully anything.
They're not dying. So far, they haven't done anything.
They would scare me if I walked up on them.
Well, that's scary. It's all in your mind.
It's not.
That's your perception. They haven't done anything. They haven't gone after anybody. They didn't walk towards any of the white people. They just give that clown a rough go round.
Man, they're the devil. And the devil don't do nothing. Hold on. The devil don't do nothing but lie, deceive, man. And that's what y'all do. You know the law. You know by law, he doesn't have to show you his ID. This ain't Nazi Germany. This ain't Nazi Germany.
He doesn't show me his
So in Germany, they were saying, show me your papers, please. In Germany, they were saying, show me your papers, please. In Germany, they said that.
What y'all gonna get?
Papers, please. That's Germany. That's...
Yeah. If a police officer asks you for ID, you got to cough that
You
up.
certainly do. That's over the line here.
Nazi Germany. And is that right or wrong? Oh, he don't want to answer the question, but he's on camera, so he can't answer wrong because he might get proven wrong by millions of people that'll go on Google and show you that it was Nazi Germany where they said, papers, please.
That's right.
We ain't get right. A bunch of so-called.
Weren't they looking for Jews?
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe these guys are Jewish.
No.
Papers, please, man. That's Nazi Germany, man.
Because we have evidence.
I give the cops credit for being this patient because anytime that you lose control of the situation as a peace officer, you know that other things are about to transpire.
And what a shame as a cop. You got to think about that. Okay, well, how's this gonna play out? Did I do enough?
Well, and here's the problem. It's from what I could tell so far, it's 2 white cops. They should have called for some black backup.
Possibly. It would have helped balance it out a little bit.
And we got it on camera, man. Y'all didn't try to review the tape. Y'all didn't ask him. Y'all didn't ask us our testimony.
That's right.
Nope. Right. You didn't start trying to fill out a report. All you did was took that man's complaint and then said we had a counter complaint.
All right.
against him.
I've listened
Which
quite a
according to the
while.
law, you're supposed to do. Hold on. Which according to the law, you're supposed to do. You know what? Give me Psalm 58 again. Give me Psalm.
I can't see. God has blinded me.
No.
Yeah.
Cayenne. That blinded you. Can keeps clogging up. Let's try it again. There it is.
I'm going to tell you about yourself according to the Bible, man.
That's right.
Bring it out, man. Bring it out. And you know, you Americans, y'all gonna sit and watch these centurions bring martial law on y'all.
Oh, now they're calling the cops insurance.
Bring martial law.
All right. Well, if I'm a centurion, we just whoop this out. All right.
Oh, no.
Carry a sword with you often, do you?
Well, they took our tasers away.
Y'all gonna die, go willingly into the night, like sheep to the slaughter.
This is your damn enemies right here.
Mm-hmm.
These your damn enemies. The government is your damn enemies.
That's right, right. That's why they got that 12-point spot.
I love that sound. Where'd it come from?
Obviously, they have other things in their utility belt.
Clearly.
On their chest, man.
And they bring in New World Order.
Bring it out. Right. Psalms 58.
I don't know if the cops are just waiting for backup or they're keeping tabs on what's going on just to see if they're going to step outside the law. Obviously, at this point, they haven't because nobody's getting arrested.
I think you're probably right. They're just monitoring, waiting for something bad to happen.
Tell them to their face, man. We're not scared of you, damn devils.
You work wicked.
No, 58-3, man.
Psalm 58-3.
58-3.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
That's you so-called white people and centurions, man.
They go astray as soon as they are born.
Let me jump to the end and see if there's any type of confrontation.
You in your face that you
Screaming right at the cop, right in his mug.
Man, you got to give it to the cops again.
and all you people that brought us into slavery, that did this to us, that put German shepherds on us, water hoses on us.
He's right. Back in the just the 60s alone, when you have the riots, that's what they were doing.
True, but yeah, we've passed that. I mean, that was the 60s.
Well, some people
We didn't do it today.
Some people are excitable.
Well, okay.
The Lord gonna pay you back Right. Righteous. Now file a report on that, man. Go ahead.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
The eyes of the Lord God are on the sinful king. Why is this place sinful? Because people like that think two faggots can marry each other.
Okay, I'll give him that one. That was funny.
And they've got how many different videos online?
496. Just these fellers. And this is only part one of, I think, 7 parts. Like, this was like 2 hours of video that they shot this day in the West End.
None of that is not going to get anything accomplished. I don't know how you could dedicate that much time just to scaring people. If you really wanted them to listen to what you had to say, then possibly a few compliments, and then gradually take them into the history of the slavery and being held down by the man. But they'll just get up in the mug of a cop, call him a centurion, and dare him to do something.
How's that?
It didn't come from me. Maybe it was that clown.
From what I've read, they're not so much about converting people to their teachings. They're just out telling people you're doomed.
They're pretty convincing. How are we doing, Chloe? All right.
And they've been around. Anybody know how long again?
It doesn't matter. I'm done with this.
Okay.
Because there wasn't a scuffle there at the end.
No.
Well, obviously they know the rights.
enough.
They didn't step beyond any boundaries where the cops felt like they had to haul them in.
Clearly they know the rights and know how far they can push it.
Anything else before we start news? Are you just going to stand there with your new Hawaiian shirt on?
You like my new Hawaiian shirt?
No.
Why?
That's it. You got something or not?
Yes.
All right.
Ow. Hey, Russ.
I just got the visual of one of those extended boxing gloves.
It was just funny to watch JD jump to a sound effect.
Yeah.
You got something or not? You gonna read it?
I am trying to.
You're not coming off very truthful.
I remember when
you look confused.
I'm not at all. When JD told the story about him and Joy on the webcam. No. He said they would go into a chat room on the web. And
you're going to start over. I don't know what you're saying.
I remember when JD told the story about...
You don't have to read it slowly. I just said start over.
About him and Joy.
Try it again.
No. About him and Joy on the webcam. He said they would go into a chat room with the webcam on and take requests from pervs. This never happened. I think he said they had done it more than once, too. So, don't let him convince you that he...
All right, somebody heard it on the air.
Oh, they're just going along with it because you said it.
We remember hearing you bring it up. Said you had a webcam, and this was a few years ago when you was heavy swinging.
We never did that on the web. That would be sick. Not to mention, God knows there'd be some listener out there.
It was some private website that...
Yeah, you seemed pretty secure in that little zone that nobody was really going to be... Like it was just outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth market. You could pick and choose people in other cities that you knew you'd never run into.
This never really happened. Maybe.
Yeah, it did.
Well, no. I don't remember telling that story. I certainly would remember doing it.
You did it.
Did you ever see it?
You told us.
I lie.
No.
Yeah.
Try again.
Stop with the assault.
So how long were you doing that?
We never did that. And if we did, it was for a very short time. Okay. All right.
Need a break here, Chloe?
Yeah.
Load it up. Did you get a hold of that chick from the city council that I heard on Ernie and Jay?
Yes.
She was talking about the smoking ban in Dallas earlier today. She had some valid points. I'm still against the ban, but she sounded like she was easy enough to communicate with. She didn't come off as just one of those staunch supporters of a smoking ban. She said, here's some things we're looking into. Here's different things we got to consider. I still think it's a screw job.
It's at least better if it's uniform.
Well, it's not going to be uniform unless the city of Dallas... Well, I'll ask her about that later.
She said she'd come on.
All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. surrounds him. Now, 214-787-1053.
All right, Daniel, what you got?
All right. This first look at traffic is brought to us by Star Power and also by Cantina Laredo. In Dallas, 20 westbound between Lancaster and 35. You have some road construction going on. That has everyone backed up to Bonnie View Road. The 2 left lanes are blocked. They're working on the asphalt there, so hopefully they'll get that cleared up before rush hour really hits. Also, Dallas, 30 westbound after Ferguson Road. The left 2 lanes are closed because a boat came off somebody's trailer. I don't know if they're coming back to get it, so just hope for the best. In Grapevine, you've got William D. Tate northbound at Mustang Drive. There's a disabled vehicle blocking the right lane with the backup to 360. There's your first second traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Hey, Dan. 44 for the low tonight, going to be mid-70s tomorrow. Cooling off for the weekend. We have 60 now at Live 105.3.
Is that Ms. Hunt from the Dallas City Council? Ms. Hunt?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Which district are you for in the City Council?
14.
Is that a good one? Is it a good one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. Yeah, it's the best.
Well, there was a long pause. I didn't know if you were thinking about it.
Yeah, I couldn't decide.
I had to reflect for a moment. Did I get a good one?
No, it's great. It's downtown, uptown, Turtle Creek, Oak Lawn, and East Dallas.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I know that the main thrust, and I know Mayor Leppert's is behind this as well, or supporting the ban, because we've had him on the show before.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question I'm going to ask you that I know everybody else has covered is, why wouldn't you at least give all the restaurants the opportunity to be smoke-free and then just see which ones prospered? If there was that big of a push for people wanting smoke-free environments, and you had some restaurants that had that opportunity, said, look, there's not going to be any type of smoking in here. You got all the signs posted. Why wouldn't you just let the marketplace decide?
You know, Russ, I would totally agree with you if it were just an economic issue, or if smoking were just a dirty habit and people just didn't like the smell of their clothes afterwards. But it's a health issue, and it's a proven fact that secondhand smoke does cause lung cancer and other illnesses. And so I don't think there's any question that secondhand smoke kills and causes disease. So now the question is just, how do you deal with health in the workplace, and should employees have to choose between a paycheck and their health?
Well, and I hate to go back and cover things that I know that you've talked about nonstop. But again, first of all, I don't smoke, and it irritates the piss out of me if I go and sit someplace and somebody comes up and fires one up. But I also know that that's a chance it's going to happen if I go into a club, restaurant, whatever, where they allow smoking. So that's my own fault.
Right.
But again, you've got, why take the choice out of everybody's hands?
I mean, I guess here's what it comes down to for me. I could care less if smokers want to kill themselves with smoke. I don't believe in a nanny state. I'm not interested in regulating what they do. What I am interested in making sure is that they don't force their cancer-causing smoke onto others. And that's where it crosses the line. I think if we take the cultural tradition of smoking out of this and just talk about the fact that there's a gas in a bar that has 60 known toxins and cancer-causing chemicals in it, we would not allow someone to walk in there with an aerosol can filled with cancer toxins and spray it and say it's their right. They enjoy spraying that can. Let them do it.
What about menthol cigarettes?
What'd you say?
What about menthol?
Menthol's okay. We're going to exempt menthol. Menthol's good. And also, you know those thin cigarettes, like the Virginia Slims?
I love those.
Those are also exempt because they're so pretty.
Well, look how far you've come, baby. I understand the carcinogenics and the stuff that comes out of it. And if it sounds like your thrust, or the city council's thrust, is protecting the employees, why not just make them wear some type of... Huh?
Did someone laugh when you said the word thrust? I'm just asking you. Did someone laugh back there?
Man, you're a little nasty woman, aren't you?
No, I just thought I heard someone laughing.
We giggle.
Go ahead.
Giggle at other things that are going on in here. What was I asking? Why not just let the employees, if that's who you're worried about, let them wear some type of filter masks when they're back in the kitchen?
I don't think it's the kitchen where all the cigarette smoking's going on unless there's a bunch of cooks smoking. I think it's out in the bar. But I mean, the point you're bringing up is if it's about workplace safety, go ahead and make the employers require safety equipment for their employees. I think that's a very fair point, because my point is simply, in other unsafe work environments, we have safety standards. Why not here?
Right. Well, in I think you brought up, when I heard you on Ernie and Jay, you brought up different scenarios, coal mines or whatever, and they have to wear safety apparatus. If you're really worried about the employees, let them wear something. I know it's a little off-putting when you walk in and everybody's got on World War II gas masks.
I don't think I want my waitress walking up.
I like that idea. I'm going to propose that. I'm going to propose it on Monday.
She's not very confrontational.
No, she's not. She's playing with you.
Now, have you guys actually talked with surrounding cities to see if, because I think this would, you'd get fewer complaints if all the cities did this with some type of reciprocity. And then that way you don't worry about losing business to from Dallas to Plano or any outlying city.
Yeah, we did. We've had conversation with other cities, and some cities are interested and some are not. But look, it takes a lot of work to get 15 people, or at least the majority of 15 people just in Dallas on the Dallas City Council to agree. I think if we only look at a regional approach or only look at a state approach, that we're going to be waiting forever to get everybody to agree, and then we'll frankly end up with a watered-down ordinance. So Dallas was the leader in 2003 on dealing with the restaurant ban. I think what we'll see here and what we've seen is other cities around us followed suit. Houston followed suit, Austin, other surrounding cities, and Dallas. So, again, I think now Dallas is a little bit behind the times, and we have to move forward on a health issue.
Well, the only thing that if I were a restaurant owner, I would feel like I was getting screwed around, because I took the money, I took the investments, I got the investors, I opened up a business in Dallas that allowed me to have smoking to a certain percentage according to food alcohol sales. Right. And then the city of Dallas changes the rules again. And I've been into the West End. I've seen a decline in patrons down there, so I know there's been some type of ancillary effect on this ban.
Well, the economic studies haven't shown that there's been an effect. I think the West End has a ton of problems that are unrelated to the smoking ban, but we'll have to work with the businesses, and I think what we want to do is try to work with the businesses, but what we're hearing so far from a number of bar owners is just no, and what we're trying to do, what I want to do, is help develop a reasonable ban. I mean, we got off on this ridiculous tangent about banning actors from smoking in a play or on film in Dallas. I mean, it's just stupid stuff. We need to keep focused on what we're trying to do, which is to create healthy workplaces. Employees really should not have to choose between a paycheck and their health, especially in this economy.
Well, and again, I know you've been hit with this one before. As an employee, I got different places I can go to work where smoking's not allowed. Obviously, I've chosen this place because I'm okay with it. And, we know there's an effect with secondhand smoke, but you don't know at what exposure, for how long, and when is it finally going to hit me.
I mean, the Surgeon General has said unequivocally there is no safe exposure to secondhand smoke, so you don't want any exposure. But the idea that, people who work in bars and restaurants, they can find a non-smoking place. Honestly, in this economy, people really don't have a lot of choices, especially folks who have to work at night, people who have two jobs. There aren't a lot of choices out there, and so I think we have to be fair to folks who do work in those situations to make sure they have a healthy place to work.
All right, what about this? Could you put, like they have at the airport, those nice little glass boxes where you shove all the smokers in there to hang out?
I love those glass boxes that crack me up. And people are just sucking away on those things, and they're so creepy to watch. It's like a little zoo, a little smoking zoo.
It is. It's like watching going to the Dallas Zoo and watching the chimps smoke, and they're just pacing back and forth.
It's awesome. Yeah, they ought to put a camera on that and make that a cable station, a public cable station. But no, I don't know. I mean, I'll bring that up too. I will have the.
You're not going to bring any. You're not going to bring any of this up.
I will. God, I'm going to have the Russ Martin amendments, and that's going to be one of them. So
all I know is it's going to show up in the morning news a quote from you that said you're for the smoking ban, but menthol's okay. When do you guys come down to a final vote on this?
We're looking at December, but I think it just depends on whether we get all of our questions answered and most of the council feels comfortable with the ordinance that's drafted.
Any problems so far with Mayor Leffert?
I haven't talked to him about this.
I just mean in general, since he's become mayor.
Oh, just in general? No, I mean, we get along just fine. I think it's interesting for the media to act like there's this big rift, but no, we're both professionals. I agree with so many of the things that he's done, but we have a difference of opinion on things. We just deal with it.
Oh, I didn't know that there was actually a rub between you guys. What's a big stink?
There was a what?
Is there actually a stink between you and Mayor Leopard?
No,
I haven't heard any
no.
confrontations.
No. We disagreed about the Trinity, and there's some other things, but we agree about the smoke ban. We agreed about adding 200 police officers this year and last year, and I mean, there are a lot of things that we agree with, and I work very well with them. So,
are you guys going to hold fast on the waterfront road and the naming?
On renaming industrial? Yeah, industrial is going to be Riverfront. Riverfront, because that's such a, exciting name.
Well, did you have another preference?
No, I mean, I like that we're naming it after a river. I think it should have been very clear to everybody from the beginning, though. If we're not going to take proper names from anyone, we should have said that up front and just said, look, guys, the point is to put river in the name. That's it. Riverfront, Trinity River, River Boulevard, but that's what it's going to be. So don't get your hopes up about anything else.
Well, and I've said this on the air before. First of all, I didn't think the protests were justified by the Hispanic groups, but City Council asked for all the grief that you guys got by putting that online poll and then narrowing it down.
Yeah, no kidding. You're absolutely right. And I'm not on the Trinity River Committee, so I did not make that call.
Well, as soon as the signs go up that say Riverfront, they're going to be painted over. They ain't going to last 12 hours, and it's going to say Cesar Chavez. So I just put that in the budget of having those replaced. Bring that to your next meeting.
That's another Russ Martin amendment. Thank you, Russ.
All right. When you have to look at the budget on replacing those signs.
It's true. We'll factor that in.
Okay. I was going to ask her something else. I think that's it. Not enough of you. All right. Well, thank you, ma'am, for the time.
Good talking with you, Russ. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. I like her.
She's very cool. You never know how somebody's going to be when you talk off the air and then they come on the air. But she's funnier, actually, on the air.
I'm okay with menthol.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that was the little bitty skinny ones. Those are pretty.
Yeah. We've come a long way, baby.
And smokers in a box. I can get behind that. Absolutely.
She's right. It's almost worth the drive out to the airport. They still have those boxes?
Yeah. They do? Where?
Well, I know they haven't.
I haven't been to the airport in a while, so I haven't looked, but I'd sit there for a while and just watch the people in that cube walk back and forth. It looked like you sit there and you watch and you're thinking, what'd you do?
To be in that room full of smoke. No, they haven't. I know they have them in Charlotte, but I don't know about DFW.
It just looks like a people smoker.
Yeah, well, it is, pretty much.
I can't fathom what they smell like when they come out of there. Because it doesn't look like there's any filtration. It just looks like a box full of a bunch of smokers.
No, in the Charlotte airport, Joy went in because she's a smoker. She went in. We had an hour layover when we were going to St. Thomas. And she comes out, and really, she didn't stink. I was surprised. I expected her to smell like a bingo hall. And they have a super filtration system. And you walk in, and it actually smells fresh, believe it or not.
All right, well, if they can do that with a cube, why can't they do that with an entire restaurant or a bar?
I guess you could. I guess it's just so expensive to seal things off and make it that little bitty room, because it is a small room. It sits 30 people, maybe. So it's a very small room.
And she's right on one thing. Bartenders will tell you, the ones that work in smoking bars probably make twice what ones do in no smoking places, because you just get more patrons.
Well, I don't know if you can use that as an excuse of, now you're going to make them choose a paycheck or their health. You went and applied for the job. You know it was a bar. You know that people smoke in there. There are other cities that have no smoking where you got that as an option. So it's not like you were just pigeonholed this and you got nothing else, nowhere else to go.
Drive to Plano, drive to Irving, or get a job there.
And Trey's right. The only thing that's going to make this fair is if all the cities in the area, and I think that's the way it's going to go. I think some of the cities are just watching Dallas, and then they'll just gradually expand it.
How long have we had this ban?
Since 2003.
Okay. And there is no economic downturn?
Depends who you ask.
Okay.
Well, the Hofbrau in the West End, Aaron Vogel?
Aaron Vogel.
The guy that owns it. He said before the smoking ban, they had the Mavericks buses. They would load up nonstop and just make shuttles back and forth. After the ban, he said he couldn't fill a bus. So I don't know what type of economic surveys they've done. That's a pretty good litmus test if you look at one, and he's not able just to sustain a bus and a shuttle going back and forth.
I suppose. And she said there, there's other issues with the West End, which there are.
Well, we saw a video.
Some of the issues. People screaming on street corners.
Oh, you going to hell because you white!
What? I'm just a clown, dude. I'm just out here making little balloon animals. Get off me.
You white and red!
And
big foot ass!
Well, I'm a clown.
Read me something from the Bible, clown.
Ain't bad enough I'm a clown. I gotta get screamed at.
And you can't really bow up to anybody, especially a group of guys, if you're all dressed up like Boo Boo.
Little nose.
Because you're really not going to come off as threatening.
No. I got threatened by a clown.
Line 1 is what? Is that about the airport? Okay. How we doing, Chloe? Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, DFW, they don't have the smoking room. I was waiting for my plane, and they're like, oh, it's going to be about a 2-hour delay. I'm like, great. I want to smoke. So I had to go outside, walk through the parking lot. You got to go into the parking lot. They don't let you smoke by the door. You got to walk all the way where people park in their cars. Then you got to go back through security. There's no pass to get you back in or anything. It took me another hour and a half to have one cigarette.
I wonder what the reasoning was to taking the little human smokers out.
I don't know. They were real fun.
I guess they don't want people that smoke to fly.
No.
Or they didn't want to install the ventilation system.
Why don't they let you smoke by the door? I mean, just walk outside.
Because people are coming and going. That's part of the smoking ban.
Yeah, part of the ban. You can't be smoking within so many feet of the entrance. So you have to be so far away, and there's doors everywhere. So you have to be, so many feet away from where people are coming and going.
And that's got to be, thanks, Ben. That's got to be, when you're addicted to cigarettes.
Oh, my God.
That's got to be a pretty powerful addiction to stand out in absolute sub-zero weather just so you can smoke. You can see them standing 100 feet from all the different entrances, shaking their asses off, just trying to get that last drag before they go back in.
I've seen Joy do it. When we landed in Miami, she bolted for the door. Where the hell are you going? Smoke! And we'll go do it.
That's why dipping kicks ass.
Yeah. Oh, the electronic cigarettes, those are really cool.
Screw those. Dipping goes with you anywhere. You don't have to worry about secondhand spit.
No, you don't. It's just gross.
But as strong as the addiction is with nicotine and having to go stand out in the freezing weather just to smoke, as much as I like to drink, I'm not going to go stand out in a blizzard just to get toasted.
You have to go outside every time you took a swig? You quit?
That'd be a nice rehab program.
At every business I've ever worked at, there are people stand right outside the door, and you walk through the cloud in the pouring rain and the freezing temperatures, and they're standing out there going, dude, how bad is that? You have to go outside to do that.
If it's raining here, when there were employees here, out front where you have like a little covered, almost like awning, people would be huddled out there.
Yeah, it looked like a bunch of guys waiting on a pickup truck to come get them. All right. Anything else before we do news?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one email. Hold on. We talked about the auto workers over GM, and I got this email from a guy. His name is James. He is the UAW Local 276 union rep at the GM Arlington plant. Also an avid listener of the Russ Martin Show. He said Trey was wrong when he said about the money we made. He said we make $75 an hour, and that we are the reason the big three are in trouble. He also stated that the foreign car companies are doing fine because they don't have to deal with the union contracts. This is all completely wrong. First of all,
well, I'd heard that number before that Trey threw out, that union workers, maybe it's in Detroit, but somebody's making $75 an hour.
Maybe if with benefits rolled in or something. He says they make $29 an hour if they were hired before November of 2007.
Okay, is that Texas?
This is Arlington.
All right. And obviously, there are unions in Texas because he just said he's part of the UAW. I don't know if they carry as much weight because Texas isn't really a union state.
Yeah, we're a right-to-work state.
They make $15 an hour if they were hired after that date. The Toyota truck plant in San Antonio laid off the entire workforce for 3 months this year due to lack of sales. We, as UAW members, have done everything to help GM out. We haven't seen a raise in 4 years. We agreed to let GM hire new employees at half the traditional wage/benefits, and we allowed our health care benefits to be reduced, and the UAW will be taking over the cost of the pension benefits in 2012.
All right, maybe the local union is easier to deal with than what I've read about the unions up north.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe that's the deal.
And obviously, maybe because those are union states, they've got a lot more bite in their negotiating power than they may have in Texas.
Yeah, they probably do. And I'm not talking about the plant in San Antonio, but I mean they did a deal today. Toyota, Nissan, and Hyundai have plants in the South. I think it's Mississippi, Georgia, and South Carolina. Their average employees are making $45 an hour, and they're making somewhere between $500 and like $1,200 per car.
Okay.
Chrysler.
You mean that's their profit?
That's their profit per car.
Well, who cares if they're making $45 an hour? If I've got somebody building a car, I'm going to put my family in it. I don't want some $8 douchebag slapping it together.
Well, but here's the deal. Chrysler, for example, they said their average employee...
Where are you going with this?
Just that Chrysler's losing $500 a car, GM's losing $1,600 a car, because their average cost of employees are roughly around $75 an hour plus.
All right. Well, they instituted all that, and they made a profit before. So it's the economy that's the result of this. You can't go back and look at the union workers and go, all right, you're making too much money. Well, you made a lot of money off of us in the past.
Right.
The economy's slowed. Nobody's lending money, so they can't buy cars. That's not
That's not the Big Three's fault.
Well, so actually throwing out their wage isn't the big issue.
Yeah, but the automakers haven't made money in 2.5 years. So, I mean, this isn't just
These guys
now.
haven't had a raise in 4.
Well, they haven't here, but
You don't like union people, do you?
I think it's time. The unions, they were very good at the time, but you can pretty much ask anyone, they've pretty much broken the back of the Big Three. And
I think that probably the Big Three played a big part in that.
I agree with you.
But you don't like unions, do you?
I'm okay with unions.
Trey, if you want to come out to the plant and see how hard we work day in and day out, I'd be glad to give you a tour.
I didn't say that I'm hard workers.
Go out to the Arlington plant and tell them what they're making too much.
Oh, lazy
Why don't you
bear.
go out there and negotiate for Chrysler?
Here's the problem. And this even
They'll find you in the trunk of a little Baron.
And this particular model comes.
It is. You're a very young trunk monkey.
Even Obama said there should be a tie to this $25 billion that they have to lower their labor cost.
Part of the bailout for the Big Three.
Yes. But they need
I'd be more apt to bail out the auto industry as opposed to Wall Street, because we tried it with Wall Street and giving money to the banks, and then they weren't lending it to anybody. We gave them billions, they locked it up, and set on it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We're just trying to make it through tough times. Dude, we give you that money so you would open up the avenues and people would start lending to stimulate the economy. You're not stimulating anything but your loins.
Did you say that when you gave it to us?
Okay. Again, the government goes back and they got to eat that one. You give them this cash and you don't give them any type of instructions or any insight. All right? Here's a bailout. Here are billions.
Thank you. We needed it. We really needed it. Because this room over here was empty. But now look at it.
I ain't got to sign for nothing or anything. And again, thank you. Much obliged. And if we spend any of it, we'll keep our receipts.
You're supposed to spend all of it. It's government money. We gave it to you to spend.
You said to lend it.
Lend it out.
That's how we lost the money the first go round. Give it to a bunch of people who can't pay their bills. Fooled me once.
I read some of the testimony yesterday. One of the guys says, our internal finances were really messed up, and this helped us sort everything out.
Really? Dude, this is not a personal gift to you and your company. Take the money. You're supposed to be a distributor. This ain't just to bail your ass out of it. It's to bail the economy, and you win in the long run.
You should make us look good. Thank you, buddy.
I swear to God, if I was in Congress and voted to pass this,
I'd
would
come
be
over
there and slap the hell out of them. Oh, my God. I would have come off of the little dais thing behind their microphone.
You're going to go back to your bank, and you're going to start lending money out. Today. I don't even feel like getting up.
There was one chick, I think it was Maxine Waters. She chewed their ass.
Well, they had to know that was coming. Hello? What did you think this money was for?
That's what she said.
Decoration?
She goes,
now, this chick is who? Part of the congressional hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
And she's like, you knew what we gave you that money for, and you didn't do it. You defied this Congress. Explain yourself. And Maxine Waters is a very...
And did they explain themselves?
Not to their satisfaction.
Well, short of...
We forgot.
We didn't know. You've got no defense. We were in financial struggles ourselves. We're the ones on the hook for all these loans. You gave us the money. We figured that just made us square.
We square.
Dan's right. Just to hear these excuses come out of all these CEOs of these banks that with this just dumbfounded look, Oh, we didn't know we were supposed to do anything with that. I'm not even getting... There are your instructions on the end of that. Just put it in a vault and let it set and know that it's going to do absolutely nothing for the economy. You watch Wall Street and think, okay, the 700 or 800 billion is out there. Why isn't the stock market reacting? It's because nobody's doing anything with the cash.
They haven't even said, I didn't know this. They haven't even spent.
They who?
The government. They've only doled out like $200 billion.
What difference does it make? It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Now they're talking about redeploying a new strategy of it, just capital infusion, not so much buying the assets of these banks. Just spend the money.
Well, that's what I said. If you actually went to all these people who are losing their homes, helped them with their mortgage payment, don't give it to the bank. The bank's going to get their money back in one fashion or another. At least if you give it to these people, pay off part of their loans, you know the money's being spent. Now it's infusing the economy, as opposed to just sitting someplace soaking up cool air.
Well, the problem is, all right, you pay down their mortgage, then the banks get it back again. What are they going to do?
Well, they get it back, but at least the people that were getting screwed by unscrupulous lenders, at least there's some kind of bailout for them. The banks are going to get their money, but if you took control of the spending, at least you know where it's going to go. You don't just hand it to some goober and expect him to take care of it.
So once again, our government gives out money, and I get nothing because I pay my mortgage.
You don't need it.
I don't pay taxes. Why wouldn't I get it? I can spend it just as well as the guy next door to me.
Why would we take your taxes and give you your money back?
That's what you're trying to make the...
That's an act of futility. We took it from you for a reason.
You're trying to...
Sit down.
Ow. I can't get that visual out of my head. I would watch C-SPAN all day.
Some of the senators would stand up and go, I got no more questions. You big three?
Yeah.
You go back, make your cars better, work something out with the unions, stop dicking us around. And you people in the banks.
What? What about us bankers?
Do we need a break?
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. No Candland. It's all natural. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
What is that supposed to be, Flo?
It's called an air bazooka.
I saw you dicking with it for half an hour trying to put it together.
Almost got it.
Is it not ready? What does it do? Are those the things that just shoot air?
Yeah, it emits a strong emittance of air or whatever, about probably almost 20 feet, and it's concentrated. It just.
Maybe we can use that when Johnny brings some cats up on Friday.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Chloe? No, we don't torture animals.
Does it work or not?
Just air. It's almost there.
Well, what do you got to do?
Screw this one last screw in.
Where did this come from?
I think a listener dropped them off.
Why would I want an air bazooka?
Well, I'm sure you'll find some reason to torture me with it, or someone.
Not if Chloe's going to be responsible for... How many screws does it have?
It's 3, but this last one is just being a booger.
Just for grants, take that and bleep boog. You got it or not?
Almost. That hole is just being...
Will it work with that last screw nut in it?
Maybe, but I think I got it now.
It's like watching Gilligan work on the radio.
That'd be the professor.
I know, the professor will be doing it correctly.
Why don't you let Trey put it together? At least that'd be funny to watch.
Yeah, Trey, come on.
Dan, you ready for news?
Yeah.
That last screw.
Chloe, I ain't got no news thing.
Sorry.
Turning into a buzzkill. What is line one?
He has a use for the Airzuka.
Yes, Travis.
Yeah, I was going to call and tell you guys the best thing to use as Airzukas for is to fart, suck the fart up into the Airzuka, and then you can launch it across the room.
I hate you, whoever you are.
Thank you. Trey.
I hate you.
Get a move on there, Daddy.
God.
All right, 4:33. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. News today is brought to us by Cadillac Ranch, where Chloe will be this Friday night.
Hang on. Is it done? Good to me. Don't shoot it at me. Just pull this end out and let it go?
Yep.
Are you sure this is put together right?
You know what? Maybe this part too.
What is that?
Chloe, that's a rather large piece to just leave out.
Well, that's the top bracket. Let me see that. Does it just snap in?
That should snap on.
Go ahead and read, Dan.
All right, news brought to us by Cadillac Ranch, where Chloe will be this Friday night, 10 p.m. to midnight, located 857 John Carpenter Freeway in Irving, as part of their grand opening weekend.
Well, you don't have the holes lined up right.
They've got to be lined up right because...
Well, they're not, because this clip's in here, and these down here... This thing's going to explode. No, it's because you got to hold it.
Here.
No. What? What?
Duct tape it.
See if I can just get it to work without that thing.
Don't aim it at me.
It's just Ura.
Yeah, it works.
Not scary.
No. Do it again.
That ain't right. Work on that. Hurry up, because my colon's bubbling.
Tuesday, November 18th, 2008. Birthdays today. Fabulous turns 31. David Ortiz, of course, from the Red Sox, turns 33. Owen Wilson turns 40. Kevin Nealon, of course, from Saturday Night Live, turns 55.
You got to say, of course, then we don't know who he is. Or we already know who he is.
Okay. Dennis Haskins turns 58.
Who is that?
I was about to tell you.
Of course.
He is also known as Mr. Belding.
Saved by the Bell?
Yes.
All right.
He's also apparently a karaoke star.
I think I'd seen those links online.
I want to say I did a few years ago.
Singing?
I remember seeing a link. It was in L.A., some band that Tony Romo's a fan of, and it was him and Tony Romo on stage.
Yes.
Principal Belding and Tony Romo?
Yes. It's some heavy metal band. It was very odd.
Metal school.
Where's the audio?
I don't know. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It was like 2 years ago. I didn't know it was Mr. Belding's birthday today.
Go ahead, Dan.
James Parker turned 61. He was A.J. Simon on Simon & Simon. Linda Evans turned 66. And America's first man in space, Alan Shepard Jr. Today is his birthday, but he passed away back in 1998. Congress is set to begin a heated debate.
What? First man, you don't even think we went into space? First man in space?
How far up do you have to go to be considered space?
I don't know. The edge of the atmosphere is probably 80,000, 90,000 feet. That's when you begin to get into space.
80,000 feet?
Probably, or more. It's when it's the end of the atmosphere. Yeah. Probably go a long way. I don't know what the number is. Why? Yes, we've been in space.
So again, you're talking about something you don't know.
I don't know the exact height. No, but we went into space.
Well, until you figure out how high space is, don't say anything else to me. Dan.
Oh, my head.
Congress is set to begin a heated debate on whether Detroit's big three automakers, GM, Ford, and Chrysler, will be the next in line for that federal bailout. Democratic leaders in Congress are in favor of some kind of help, as is President-elect Obama. But the Bush administration has balked on proposals to let the automakers tap the $700 billion bailout approved in October. Many leading congressional Republicans have suggested that a better option is bankruptcy, enabling the big three to restructure and ultimately emerge as leaner and viable businesses. But they're still talking about this as more of a loan.
Yes.
As just a complete handing them the cash.
Yes.
Yeah, they have here in this story from CNN Money, there's 7 key questions about it. First one is, what do the automakers want? They're asking for about $25 billion in loans to help them survive until 2010. And the way GM has played this is bankruptcy isn't even an option. We don't get this cash, we're going to fold. I think they said by the end of the year.
They did. They said they'd be out of cash by the end of the year. And again, we've talked about this before, the trickle-down effect and how many people in dealerships and suppliers. It's millions of people.
Well, but bankruptcy, what they're talking about is filing for bankruptcy protection. They'll still operate, but they just stave off the creditors and restructure, which it really may be the best thing. They do not, the big three.
Well, what's really going to change? If nobody's buying cars and the banks aren't lending the money that the government gave them to lend, then really all you're doing is just putting things on pause and then letting it fall apart.
But you're talking about a business model that has not been profitable for many years now, and maybe it's time for them to declare bankruptcy, restructure.
So let all the people that they owe money to go belly up. That's what's going to happen.
At least hold off and let them restructure and make up, redo payments.
That's the biggest pisser about bankruptcy for people who have abused the system is, all right, we've blown it. Luckily, we have this protection, so anybody that we owe money to that have trusted us to pay it off, we're going to get out of this. We're going to be able to restructure. We're going to become financially viable, and the people around us are going to get screwed in the ass.
No, they get Chapter 11. You do get partial paybacks to everybody you owe money to. You sit down, you lay everybody out, and you go, all right, you're going to get this much on the dollar. You're going to get this.
Okay, but our budgets, as the people that loaned you money, were based on you paying us back.
Sorry. I mean, really, what else is there to say? That's been there forever, and it will be. And people get totally screwed by bankruptcies. But on the other hand, you want them just to go away. If they go Chapter 7, they go away. They don't owe anybody.
I'm sure the prudent response would be, we need the auto manufacturers.
Absolutely.
There are too many other jobs that are associated with that, so we need to do something. But I'm tired of doing something.
Again.
And you have this money the government's already set out as far as and I'm sick of hearing the term bailout because the stock market doesn't seem to realize that the government's tried to do something.
The money's on the way. It's already there.
There's been no bailout. The act happened, but there hasn't been any ancillary benefit. Everything's just kind of set and floundered.
The banks are healthier.
Congress needs to take that cash back and have the banks submit a template on what they're going to do, how they're going to correct this situation, how they're going to better the economy, and then if it looks good, we'll give you the money. In the meantime, sitting on it like a bunch of toads is not the way to go.
At least Bush is now saying he's only going to spend up to $350 billion.
I'm sick of Bush. Stick Obama in there now.
Huh? He's saying he's only going to spend $350 billion of it, or up to that, and the rest is going to be for Obama and the new Senate to do with as they see fit.
So in the meantime, when you've got the economy collapsing, we're going to have to wait for Obama to get into the White House and figure out what he's going to do with it. And stick him in there now. Let him have the place. Bush isn't going to do anything between now and January.
No. But again, with the banks, I think they wanted to get this done so quickly. I don't think they wanted to take the time to go, okay, you put together a proposal. That'll take a couple of weeks to tell me what you're going to do with this money. They thought, surely they know what to do with this money. We'll just give it to them. That'll get things going now.
We're banks. We house money. That's what we're doing with the billions they gave us. We're housing it.
You loan it.
We're housing it.
Well, I want it loaned.
There are people that are not paying off on their loans.
That's what you do. You loan people money.
That's how we got this situation. We gave people money and they don't give it back. As a bank, we figured out that's bad.
Yeah, I know. But why should we give you cash? You screwed up with the first set.
We didn't screw it up. It's the people that owe us money that screw it up. We figured you was just helping a brother out.
If the banks would just lend other banks.
They're not doing it.
I know. It's just
the only reason for the bailout, and the banks missed it by one step, You took the cash in, but you didn't share it. That was the entire goal.
Yeah, infuse capital.
And I'd rather, as you said earlier, I'd rather see that money go to the automakers because they didn't really put themselves completely in the situation they're in.
But here, I mean, what they're saying is, you give them this $25 billion now, chances are 3 months from now, they're going to be back on the hill begging for more.
All right, then don't give them anything.
I don't...
Let everything collapse. Or give everybody something. It's going to be one or the other. If you continue with a bailout, then you got to do everybody. Or you just let everybody go boobs up and wait to see what happens. Those are the only options. If you bail out one sector of the economy, you got to do them all.
We've let airlines go bankrupt, and they've come back. I mean, it can happen. I mean, I think Delta at one point was in bankruptcy.
So was United.
They've come out. They're okay. It'll be okay. Is it great? No. But it may be the only way that automakers survive long term is that they...
All right, give them the money then.
You know, it would be like if every airline was in trouble and everyone's...
All right, give them the money.
The airlines are okay.
Hey, give it to anybody.
I'm not giving it.
All right, just go ahead and give it to the airlines just in case. Save for a rainy day.
And we did give to the airlines after September 11th.
Well, that was unforeseen. That one made sense. Nobody had any control in that.
Mm-hmm.
But the automakers, part of the reason where they are is by their own flaws.
Absolutely.
So don't bail them out. Or bail them out.
You wanted to bail them out a second ago.
I said I don't care. Either bail everybody out or don't bail anybody out and let everybody learn from their failures. You can't learn from your failure unless you actually fall on your ass.
I came here to get some cash. Give me some cash. I need it.
All right.
Here's the bill.
What'll hold you?
Really about $25 billion to start off with.
Try again.
Ow! Well, it didn't turn out very nice. $20 billion. Oh, you're feisty today. $10 billion will do really for the weekend.
That's it?
That'll do it.
No.
And we still have the other 7 key questions about it. How many jobs are at stake? The GM has about 120,000 U.S. employees. Ford has 80, and closely held Chrysler has about 66,000. In addition, the 3 automakers have 14,000 dealerships.
Well, Chrysler's going to go belly up anyway. Give it to the other 2. Chrysler got their money back in the 80s. How many times are we going to have to spiff them?
You have a point there, actually. Why not go with the guy you know is going to survive?
Yes, Jim.
Yes, I was going to say that GM is currently supporting like 480,000 retirees with pension plans and health benefits.
Well, then pitch that off.
They need to file a bankruptcy, but their argument is that they can't because no one would buy a car from a bankrupt company with a warranty problem.
Well, I know GM's always going to be there. I'm not going to have any issue if they file for bankruptcy. They got a good deal on a pickup. I'm still going to go get a Silverado, and I'm going to enjoy it even more if I know they pinched off all the old people.
I worked my whole life for that pension. And they're just going to pinch me off because you screwed up?
We can't afford it as a company to continue to float you.
That was our deal when I worked for you for 25 freaking years.
It's changed.
I'm going to show you something that's changed.
How about a nice Impala?
An Impala.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
What happens if there's no bailout? GM, like you mentioned earlier, Russ, risks running out of money later this year or early 2009. Ford and Chrysler have a little bit more cash relative to their needs, mainly because they borrowed money prior to the current credit crunch. Then what happens if an automaker goes bankrupt? You have the 2 choices under the bankruptcy law. Chapter 11, you continue to operate, shed debts and contracts that it cannot afford. Then Chapter 7, they go out of business pretty quickly and its assets are sold off to satisfy the creditors.
Well, then let them file bankruptcy.
Huh?
Or bail them out. Or don't.
You're just starting to talking about it.
We're not getting anywhere.
No.
And each day that the government talks about this freaking bailout, I can't even stand that word anymore. Nothing's changed. And every day that they talk about infusing more and more money, you've got more corporations that are stepping up. We're going to need some of that, too. Yeah, the entire city of Detroit want $10 billion.
Mm-hmm. Philadelphia.
Are you retarded?
Philadelphia stepped up, too, now. They want some.
I'd probably give Philly some cash. There's some sentimental value tied into that city. But Detroit, are you S&ing me?
Stand back. Look at your city. How much is it really worth?
How about a nice gift card?
No, we need $25 billion.
No, they want did it go up from 10?
No, they want 10.
Oh, my bad. Just because. Well, at this point, 10, 25.
Well, and it's not even because they're technically in dire straits. They just know their city's an S-hole, so they just want $10 billion to help them redo roads, schools, everything else.
Well, that's it. Why do you want the $10 billion? We want it.
Yeah.
Why do you need it? We want it.
Potholes.
We need it.
Yeah.
Do you need it? No. We want it. We just figure if we stood here in line long enough, we'd get something.
Standing here right behind General Motors.
And I can't imagine who's going to be the next one to release a news report that says, all right, we got 60 days and we're out. I'm sure a lot of the credit card companies are going to be someplace in the fray.
Well, and some of the retailers, Christmas is coming. Everybody, I just read where Target's cutting back on their prices to try to compete with Walmart over the Christmas. Everybody thinks Christmas is going to be the worst ever.
Well, that's why everybody started with their Christmas decorations back around Labor Day. They knew that the holiday season was going to blow, so they decided they would just extend it to 6 months just to see if they could break even. So obviously, maybe that's going to be an infusion into the economy. Everybody's competition is going to be at its best. Yeah. Now's the time to go out and get something.
If you got cash, it's a good time to get some,
put it on a credit card. They're going to go tipped up. How we doing, Chloe? All right, go ahead, Dan.
Here's another question. What are some of the other broader economic impacts if one of the automakers or all of them go out of business? Nearly 2 million Americans.
Well, what if we give GM money and then they decide to file bankruptcy anyway?
Oh, that would have to be one of the conditions. You don't get to file bankruptcy now. We're going to give you this money, and here's what you've got to do.
If legally you still have the option to go the bankruptcy route,
you won't. You'll have to sign.
Well, now we're going to file 7 so the government don't get dick.
No, you'll have to sign this piece of paper saying you'll do a couple things for us. You're going to come out with better vehicles. You're going to come out with more fuel-efficient vehicles, and you ain't going bankruptcy for X number of years if we give you this.
I don't know if they can make that contingent.
They can't.
And if you're going to tell them, all right, start the redesign on your cars, you're talking about something that's 5 or 6 years away.
I guess, yeah.
And that's not going to float them through this tough time. Let them go bankrupt. Let them go belly up. Or don't. Make a decision. Make it a prudent one. Throw out a business plan if you're going to give them the cash. Do the same thing with the banks. Give people instructions when you hand them money. Don't give it to them and expect them to go and do God's work.
We thought they were banks. We thought they know what to do with money.
They do. They house it. You give them billions and they stick it in a vault and they stare at it all day. Look at that. Good times.
The last part of this is nearly 2 million Americans get their health insurance directly from one of the big three. Most of them would lose that coverage if their company goes out of business. A failure of one of the big three could also cause a string of bankruptcies among suppliers.
Then bail them out.
Or?
I think bailing out's the way to go.
Do you?
No.
You can't make up your mind.
There's no way to make up your mind because you don't know really all the factors that come into play. Really, what was it caused the collapse of the big three? What was it that happened with Wall Street? They're the obvious factors, but you don't know what else is in play, and you want to give the same people that effed up, here's some more money. Now, give it a better shot this time. Think bigger than the country. Mm-hmm. Let's go. College try. Get a move on.
Or make just the top guys of these companies that have failed need to go away because they're the ones that ultimately are responsible for the failures. That should have been part of the deal. Here's the cash. One more thing. Jimmy over there? Yeah, CEO fellow?
That one?
Yeah, that one.
He's out. I think Trey said that came up during one of the congressional hearings. They said, if we give you the money, will you quit? That one of them?
Mm-hmm.
And was that one of the automakers?
Yeah, I believe it was to the automakers, yeah.
That's like
and what'd they say?
You know what? I haven't yet to see an answer on that one.
That's like the Hinojosa thing. No, I got us in this. I know how to get us out. Trust me.
This has been...
Just because you're an expert at disaster doesn't mean that you're going to be able to back us out of this.
I'm the captain. I'm in charge of this boat. I know everything about this boat. I can get us out of this mess if you'll shut up and give me that cash.
No.
Yes.
We give you the money.
Yes.
You and that guy over there.
What?
That one. 2, you're out.
Makes sense. The top
but
guys.
then you're going to stick somebody else in there, and you don't know if they're going to be any more or less capable. And again, it goes back to a crapshoot, which is exactly where we're going to be until something drastic happens. I don't know what it is. I can just pray it happens soon so I can stop talking about it. Go ahead, Dan.
The mother of missing Florida toddler Kaylee Anthony is countersuing a woman who...
Well, then bail her out.
No, we don't want her out.
She's
maybe just done a quick conjugal.
No, we don't want her out. No.
Okay. We'll fit through the bars. I know.
God. Wow.
Do we need a break?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. You name the category, and this show is on tap. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, Daniel, go ahead.
All right, this look at traffic is brought to us by the Las Vegas Convention Bureau. Two problems in Carrollton, right at the same place, right at Sandy Lake, northbound and southbound. 35 southbound at Sandy Lake Road, you have an accident in the carpool lane. Then on the other side, northbound at Sandy Lake, you have an accident on the right shoulder, and that has everyone backed up to Crosby. Down in Dallas, 20 westbound, I mentioned it to you earlier, that construction between Lancaster Road and 35. The two left lanes are closed, but they are trying to pick that up right now, so hopefully they'll have that cleared in just a couple of minutes. Over in Bedford, 183 eastbound before Brown Trail, you have an accident on the right shoulder. That has the backup going all the way to 820, and then the traffic coming off of 820 is heavy as well, and that includes northbound and eastbound as well. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Daniel. All right, cool tonight. Clear skies, though. 44 for the overnight low, mid-70s tomorrow. It's chilly now, 60 degrees at Live 105.3.
Alfie, is that chick on hold about the big three? Yes, Angela.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment about the whole GM thing. I'm young. I'm only 22, so I don't know a lot about what's going on, and I honestly don't watch the news. But I do know that my dad has been with General Motors for 32 years, and he's about to retire, and my husband just got into it. And I just think that, I mean, it's not really a bailout, I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they played it off as a loan, but it seems to be a lot of times these loans don't come back.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that, I mean, because right now the economy apparently sucks for everybody. And, you know, I just know, you know, I have a part-time job, and he's been working his butt off. He goes in every day, and he doesn't come out.
Is that really what people in their late teens, early 20s do? Jack around, don't pay attention to what's going on, even though sooner or later this is going to affect them, I guess.
More in trouble. I think that
Well, they're kind of...
The economy obviously sucks. It's not like awesome.
Bush and whatever's going on in that thing, I have no respect for Bush anymore. Not at all. And
Why don't you watch the news?
Why don't I?
Yeah.
Because, for one, I don't have a TV. That's how poor we are. I live in a one-bedroom apartment.
By yourself?
No, with my husband.
Oh. What does he do? That's right.
Works at General Motors.
Okay, I got it.
Second shift, yeah. And my dad's been working there forever. He works the first shift. He's been working there for, God, forever. And, I mean, he's been through all of the strikes and all the layoffs, and he's been through it all. So, I mean, he's going to stick with General Motors no matter what.
You ain't got no TV?
Oh, I have a TV. I just don't have cable. So I don't have, I have like a Spanish channel. That's about it.
Don't get one of those conversion boxes next year unless you want people watching what you're doing in your own house.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Watch the news between now and then.
Oh,
I gotta go.
She doesn't have a TV to watch it on. Quit doing that with conspiracy
She's got a TV.
theories.
She says she doesn't have cable, so she's just watching stuff off air.
The cable boxes are not going to be the government's way of watching us. We got an email.
According to one of the
that.
stories I read, the cable boxes that have already been in place have monitoring devices. Now, these digital conversion boxes that the government has mandated we have to have is a way to put something in our homes and monitor us.
No, it's not.
There's no other reason for this. And I'll tell you, all of this stemmed from the Patriot Act. And it's taken them this long to be able to institute it.
Do you know the problem with this is you're being silly, and there's whack jobs out there that are going, oh, I knew it. Russell said it. It's true.
It's just been an extension of everything that was post 9/11. We freaked out. They put this into place. They gave the FCC so many years to convert to digital. Then we're going to give people You don't have to buy it. You buy it, but you get a coupon from the government. We're going to give people these conversion boxes so you can pick up digital, and then we're going to keep tabs.
Why would we?
And we're going to find out what you little bitches are up to.
I think the government has better things to do, clearly, than listen to us and figure out what we're doing in our houses.
And didn't you, that deal about monitors?
Who are you talking to?
You, Russ. About the monitors and cable boxes and satellite boxes. Wasn't that on a blog?
I don't know where I got it. Why?
I really don't think they've been monitoring us.
You have no clue what's transpired. The government's not going to tell us if they're keeping tabs on us.
Okay.
It's covert.
But don't you think there are plenty of geeks out there that have taken apart
subterfuge?
Yeah, you're right. They're watching us.
Not watching us. It says, please tell me you're not serious.
They watch us nonstop when we're outside. You've got no expectation of privacy, so that's of no consequence. They want to know what's going on in the house.
No, they don't. And there's nobody sitting in some room monitoring you in your house.
Not yet. When you get these boxes and they're giving them to you for free, that's their way in. Because everybody knows, well, you're not going to charge me for it. I'm going to take one.
Because it's digital TV. It's the new thing.
And it's been put into law.
Yes.
That the full-power TV stations have to broadcast in digital by mid-February of next year.
Right. Otherwise,
why make a law? Why not just have them both? Well, why not have the analog and digital?
Because you have to have one.
Because we don't need anything to pick up analog signals short of rabbit ears.
Right.
They want a bunny in the house watching us.
Please tell me you're not serious about the digital TV switch being a government conspiracy. Conspiracy theorists use backward thinking.
It's not backward thinking. All of this falls into place. It's very forward.
You're buying into it, and it feeds their delusions. It's extremely irresponsible. But now I'm buying into it, too. Damn you. You new Jew.
I'm only going to be a Jew through the end of the year.
Oh,
I'm going to get past Hanukkah, get all my gifts.
I got to remember.
And then I'm switching to Jehovah's Witness.
I got to remember to get you the bike for Hanukkah.
Like the entire concept of Jehovah's Witness. You go out, you meet new people.
You don't like people. You don't like meeting new people.
Again, the whole idea of me looking into different religions is to see if maybe there was something out there that would fit my lifestyle.
I can just see you going door to door in your Schwinn with your little black tie and your white shirt.
What about it?
You're not going to do it.
You're not going to knock on Greg Ellis's door. Go, hey, heard about the Bible?
They don't pitch the Bible. It's like the Watchtower,
or
High Tower, or somebody else from Police Academy.
Well, we've lost Dan.
I wasn't done with Stop it, Dan.
I appreciate a good Police Academy joke.
And I'm not done with the conversion boxes. That's a perfect scenario to be able to keep tabs on everything that's going on domestically.
For a conspiracy theorist.
That's not a conspiracy. Sometimes you can't always just think you're paranoid. A lot of times you're right.
In this case, you're wrong.
You don't know that. Have you seen one of the boxes?
No, but I'm sure there are people that have taken them apart. Believe me, there's nuts out there that probably pulled them completely apart to make sure that there aren't little TV cameras in there and little whatever else to monitor them. No, I'm quite sure there are people that looked at them.
And you don't think that they're going to be able to disguise whatever the electronics are in there, the solid state, and have you not know what's going on?
Why do they want to know what's going on in my house? I'm not doing
because they want to know everything that's going on. There are domestic terrorists.
Well, certainly, and they're going to pick up that chatter, as they call it, on cell phones and internet and that kind of thing. They don't need to know what's.
Terrorists don't always use the internet or cell phones. Sometimes they have the little Tupperware things.
Tupperware party.
They have the gatherings.
And the gathering is just going to happen to be in the room where the box is. We're not going to go into the private room because it's private conversation.
If you want the digital signal, you're going to need one of those boxes on each TV in your house. One box is not going to bring digital all the way to all the televisions.
Where did you come up with? Oh, you came up with this on a blog. Okay. I just wonder where you come up with these wacky theories. And why do you care? You're not doing anything.
There are a lot of people with me.
There's not. Yeah, they're not nuts.
There are certain things I do need to stay within the confines of my house. Well, certain media that I enjoy from time to time.
I understand.
Certain websites that I end up on by accident. I don't want anybody thinking I'm that way.
The government's not going to care if you like donkeys or whatever else is weird that you're looking at on the internet. They don't care.
You've been watching my house.
No, I'm not watching your house.
They bring up donkeys.
I'm just thinking of something odd. I wasn't thinking of you specific. Why?
No reason.
No. Don't be silly. They don't care. They don't care.
I would be concerned if one of the private citizens is looking at honkiesondonkeys.com.
It's not going to hurt the country. And you know it's out there. You know, that kind of thing's out there. The only monitoring they could do is maybe, for child porn or something like that. But they're not going to monitor that.
I'm not going to look at that.
I understand that. You're not going to look at anything odd. Are you?
What are those on hold? Oh.
Here they come.
Nut jobs.
Huh?
Nut jobs.
Oh, good. Yes, Terry.
Hey, I'm in a job.
Okay.
Two things. Back in the 70s, do you remember when they had all the telephones? You had to bring them in to have them re-engineered for the new lines that Southwestern Bell and everybody was putting up?
It was the new connections when they went to the modular plugs.
If you go to an antique shop and get a phone that hasn't been re-engineered, it makes it a whole lot more difficult for them to tap your line. And that was a big part of why they did that.
Your conversation's still going over, I don't know why I'm hearing that slap back. Your conversation's still going over the phone lines.
Yeah, it's still being easy.
It doesn't matter how it's transmitted. They're still going to be able to listen to it. They don't need that anymore because they got the digital boxes.
Oh, you're just going to get them coming out of the woodwork. I love that guy that called. The last, whatever day it was, called up and said, yeah, they're FDers. They are. And you had him convinced.
Well, he had to go on the government website to print out his coupon. I had to go back and readjust my browser so my computer would take their cookies.
Government cookies, that was it. That's how they get you.
I'm not.
Once they get you cookies.
I know. Once I let them cookies in. Now they're going to keep tabs on everything else that I'm doing.
You could just erase the cookies.
They're government cookies.
Yeah, you can erase them. They go away with all the other ones if you just erase them.
No, it's federal.
No, there's no federal cookies. They're just cookies.
And you're right. He seemed adamant. He was pissed that he had to readjust his browser so it would accept cookies
to get his free box,
just so he could get his coupon.
Mm-hmm. He was dead serious. So you're digging in a hole that
I'm not digging in a hole. There are already people out there that are behind me on this one.
There's people that think everything's being watched and monitored. The government doesn't care. They can't.
The government does care.
They can't run the banks. They can't run anything.
And you can't just do a random sampling and hope that you catch the terrorists or people that have untoward plans for this country. You got to do a broad-based research plan. You got to have something like that where you can watch the entire populace. And I think 98% of the homes in this country have at least one television set. That's a pretty good pool to look in.
Okay, all right. They're looking in the pool. Okay, they're monitoring us. Why do you care? You're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Let them put a camera in my house.
I'd like to know, if you want a camera in my house, ask me.
Well,
but don't sneak one in and make it sound like you're doing me a favor so I get more channels and I get better picture and you're going to give me the box.
Yes, we're giving you the box because we need everybody to go digital. One unit. If we don't do that, TV stations are going to be lazy and not switch over.
Why the big push to go to digital?
I don't know.
We're only talking about 35% of households in mainly rural areas that need these boxes.
All right. And?
So what do you...
Not everybody has cable. Not everybody has satellite.
That's about 35% don't.
I think the penetration of satellite and cable isn't that great. And you're still going to have access to homes. Plus, we need to find out what the farmers are doing.
All that getting up early, there's something up.
The only reason anybody gets up that early is to sell dope. And I'm not going to be... I'm not going to play into this.
So you're going to cut off your satellite?
No. I'm going to keep the satellite, and I'm going to get one of those boxes. They're free.
You don't want to be monitored.
I'll tape it up.
Oh. How do you know you're going to get the right hole?
Hit them all.
Just wrap it in tape. It doesn't work any longer.
Yeah, it does.
Wrapped in duct tape?
Why not?
Why are you so damn strange?
Seems to fit me.
Yeah, it does.
Any more of those, Alfie, before we move on? Two. All right. Yes, Julie.
I really do believe what you say is true because that is a way for them to see what we watch, when we watch it, how many times we watch it, and how does anybody really know, JD, that there is not something in that little box that is really showing them what we do in our own home?
Why would they...
I really believe you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Fight the cause.
The government doesn't care what you're doing in your house.
Just because you have been caught doesn't mean you're not up to something.
You really think there's a big room somewhere with a bunch of people watching little TV monitors of your house? Just nothing but a wall of TV monitors, and we're watching you.
Not yet. Not everybody has the boxes. You listening?
No, apparently not.
That's the way that you're proactive.
You're stirring up the nuts. Quit it.
Thank you.
It's a cool power.
Because for everyone that calls, there's 30 of them out there going, tell them, Russ.
Well, then the emails will start. Those will start floating around.
Yeah. And Russ said,
and they'll focus on this. They won't do anything for charities or the homeless people or police and fire. But you tell them the government's going to watch them some decoder box, they'll come unwound.
The blogs will be flying.
You tell them they're going to watch and see how many guns you have so they can come take them.
That's the way that they're going to count them.
You're scaring me now.
I never thought about going that route. Because they know not everybody registers guns. And that's the best way to find out what you got is to take a look around you casa.
You're running home, putting them under blankets, putting them under the bed.
That's too late.
They've already seen.
Because you'll get a phone call. What are you doing? Why are you running around?
Who's this?
What's under the covers?
Who's this?
What are you doing?
Who is this?
Come to the front door.
No. Who is this? Tell me who this is.
I'll call you later.
Who are you?
Did you get new furniture?
No. Yeah.
All right. Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that another one, Alfie? 4? Yes, Carter.
Yeah, Scientific Atlanta and a lot of the set-top box manufacturers have been caught putting microphones in those boxes for a while. That's public info. And, the NSA was dragged before Congress for having an entire floor worth of equipment at AT&T's offices in San Francisco. That was a congressional hearing. It's not a conspiracy theory. They just plug in at the major interconnection points. They don't need to put anything in your house.
Perfect. Thank you.
And why do they want to listen in to me?
I've already explained that to you. Just because you're not doing anything, but somebody next door or in a couple of blocks away might be.
I'm going to randomly just pick all these houses and listen to all these houses at once.
It's not random. You're going to do it. This is going to be a complete blanket so you can keep tabs on everybody. And granted, most of the population is not going to do anything. No. But you're looking for that small faction. And the only way to find them is to infiltrate everybody.
And then I say I wasn't listening to people at AT&T. They were going through phone records to see if you were calling overseas. And
I don't care. You're not helping me.
Sorry.
Thank you. And that's all they said the NSA said that they were doing.
You can't listen to everybody all at once.
No. But you can tape it.
Thought he had you.
Oh, you'll have people go home tonight and stick all their converter boxes in plastic bags and tape them up.
Put them in the toilet.
Now what, Uncle Dick?
Honey, where's the converter box?
Take a mode.
Why?
If you got the IBS, don't go in that bathroom. They'll hear it. All right, Dan, go ahead.
All right.
Now,
an Australian woman says she will have nightmares for the rest of her life after a horrific operation gone wrong. During the ordeal, Rebecca Jones, who was 24, claims she woke up during abdominal surgery. She said she could feel every cut of the surgeon's knife, but was unable to scream for help because the anesthesia had paralyzed her. A study released in March of this year found that as many as 30,000 Americans wake during surgery each year. She said she woke up just as doctors at the Alice Springs Hospital in Australia were about to start the full operation. She couldn't open her eyes, but could hear and feel everything. She said, it first hit me when I tried to take a breath. I couldn't move and started to panic. I could feel them cutting me open. I can't even describe how it felt. I've never felt anything like it before. The hospital's general manager, Vicki Taylor, said in a written statement that Jones was awake during surgery, but said the hospital was unaware of the pain she suffered.
JD, when's your colonoscopy?
Why? Next Monday.
They're going to put you out for that, right?
Yeah. So you're not coming.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just asking what it is.
Why all of a sudden you care after the story about this lady who was out and who could feel everything?
Oh, I didn't associate the two.
You did? Oh, hell. Now I got something else to worry about. Oh, wouldn't that be horrible? Oh, lay there and not be able to move, and you feel that camera going up there around your business.
Is it saying that story what the explanation is of how these people are coming out of the anesthetics?
I've heard of this before, and I've read into it a little bit. And
I've heard this story before, but I didn't realize it was 30,000 people in this country. Is it every year?
Yeah, every year, supposedly.
That pop up out of anesthesia.
They just say
why is it it's just enough for you to wake up, but you're still paralyzed?
No, there's two different medicines. One's puts you to sleep, and one anesthetizes your body. I would imagine the one of them, you get to wake up. You come out of that twilight.
But if your body's been anesthetized as far as the pain, you really shouldn't feel anything even though you woke up.
Yeah, you shouldn't. If you can't move, you should not be able to feel. But maybe she just felt she could feel the pressure and just know what's going on.
No, you read testimony. These people feel they said it's
cutting.
Yeah,
I'm missing the paralysis, but still being able to feel everything.
I guess really they're not giving you any painkiller. They're just putting you out, and then that's why obviously it hurts when you wake up. But I'm supposed to have shoulder surgery. I'm now thinking twice about it.
When are you having yours?
I don't know.
Well, you just light up when people are going to have something bad happen to them, don't you?
He's just having surgery.
I know, but you just kind of went, when are you having yours?
I'm just asking.
You're asking for me because you want me to worry about that from now until next Monday.
The what?
My colonoscopy and me waking up in the middle of it.
I didn't associate the two.
The camera. Yes, you did. The camera, my business.
What time are they doing you? About 10?
Yeah, how'd you know that? Yes, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Takes a couple hours. I don't think you need the rest of the day off.
Why?
Because I'll be full of dope. They dope you up. They put you out. And then
But you also come out of it.
Well, you have to have somebody drive you home and everything else. They say you need to go home and sleep afterwards.
So you're not coming in just because you're getting your a-hole dug in?
Yeah, I need the day off for my health.
What about if we just broadcast from your house?
No. No.
Actually, that's a really good idea because in a time like that, you want to be surrounded by people that care for you and can help you out.
The people that care for you.
And we can check on a regular basis to see if the anesthesia isn't worn off.
No, I don't want you to do that.
You feel that?
Yes, I feel that.
All right, you're almost out.
Stop. God, why are you making this so much worse than it has to be on me?
Because I'm not going through it?
Fettner called me. He did his on Friday. He calls out. He goes, no, typical Fettner. There's no problem. You'll be fine. It's easy out. You wake up and you feel fine. I'm going fishing. So I was relaxed until now. You could wake up in the middle of it and have them shoving up a zenith up here.
We're out of small camera, so we had to pull this old tube type one out. God. Actually, it's not video. It's a Polaroid land camera. You may feel a slight burning sensation about every 3 seconds.
Pull it out to change the flash cube.
Yeah. Sometimes the cube don't turn when you flash it.
Oh, my Lord.
Trey, why is the liquid ass in here?
I thought that'd be a good thing to use with the air bazooka. Spray some in there and then fire it off.
Yeah.
Trey, you come up with these ideas. They're going to be used on us.
Just this toy. A listener dropped this off?
I think so.
I don't get the concept. I understand that it blows air, but I don't get the magic.
Just a puff of air they scare the animals with, I guess. That's what Close said.
Airzuka. Blast a harmless ball of air 20 feet. Whoop-de-dick. And then what?
You can have fights if you have two of them, you know.
Launch a full air assault without ever leaving the ground. Airzuka is the fun gun that blows a harmless ball of air towards any person or object. Buy two and have air tag fights.
There you go. You have a little game out of it.
Requiring no batteries or electricity from anywhere, you're able to mess up a person's hair, ruffle their shirt, dress, or blow papers from a distance, or just plain blow them away. Stupid. All right, where's the liquid ass?
Oh, right there.
Try to go nab by Gavin with that.
Okay.
Oh.
Hurry, please.
Oh.
Jesus.
God damn it!
That's the best toy I ever designed.
You seconds ago you hated it. His facial expression. I don't know if you could see it on the camera. Because it was kind of... And then he went, just face picture.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Oh, I can start to smell that stuff. Oh, that's terrible.
That may be the best GD I've ever heard.
It's right up there with Trey's.
Oh, wow.
Most of the time I'll hit the delay, but sometimes it's just too magical.
Try it again.
Sounds like you couldn't get it out at first.
Part of it's so out of character for him to cuss.
Well, and this, I didn't use the liquid ass. This is the bad karma.
Oh, that's worse.
The liquid ass you can almost get acclimated to because it smells stockyardish.
Yeah.
This bad karma smells like one of our listeners. It's got the liquid ass stench along with really foul breath.
Something really, really rotten. Yeah, I can still smell it. Oh,
quit smelling it. Oh, God. That's the only thing that I can equate it to is just somebody with really rancid teeth. Yeah. And those normally are the listeners that think that you're deaf and they want to talk to you from about 6 inches away from your nose.
Let me tell you something, buddy.
Oh, God. Dude, I could hear stuff growing around your gums. It's like that family the one time, and this is why I don't do broadcast remotes, is they are able to actually come up and talk to you. Yes. There was a family when we were out doing one of the broadcasts 6 or 7 years ago. It was 3 of them, the mom and dad and a little baby, and they all had that stuff growing on their teeth. Yep. And they want to, that's their big moment to visit with you, and it's got to be within close proximity so you can smell everything that's growing in their mouth.
And you can't get away because you're at a remote, and you have to stay at the table near the microphone. They can get you.
Do we need a break? Yes. Where'd you leave the Airzuka?
It's just outside the door.
Here, take the karma as it's it again and go get Gavin. Get closer this time. Better tape this one too.
No! God damn
To the Russ Martin Show.
What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. I can't hear you. I say, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right.
Audio stimulation. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
How far back were you when you hit Gavin with the Airzuka?
Just outside his doorway, so I was probably, I'll say, 15 feet from him.
And it really carries that far?
Obviously.
God damn it! No!
That, what's the rancid one? The bad karma.
Bad karma.
That's bad enough just to have waft past you. I can't imagine getting a puss full of it out of an air gun.
I just smelled
directly focused on your
what
face.
What was left over in the hall was bad enough. I can't imagine getting right in the puss.
Well, yeah, you can.
No.
Try going there and do that every 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's what we call a quarter-hour maintenance ratings.
Finally, something we can teach to a broadcasting school. No, really, this is guaranteed to work.
Get one of these dealies.
Up until we threw the liquid grunt in that thing, I didn't get the magic out of the Airzuka. Nah, the best toy.
Best toy ever.
You ready to go with news, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. 5:43, Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Since 1971, the Dallas Cowboys have called Texas Stadium home. Every Cowboys Super Bowl championship team has played here. But soon, of course, the Cowboys will be packing up and heading to the brand new stadium in Arlington. Now, a lot of Texas Stadium memorabilia is on the auction block for sale to the highest bidder. There are the stars lining the field, the players' benches, and the lockers where players store their uniforms and clothes during the games.
When does the auction start?
Actually, I'm not sure exactly when it starts. You just, check out DallasCowboys.com for
I think
more
it started
info.
today, actually.
Did it?
Yeah. Why not go take it all now? Lockers, footballs, uniforms, benches, field.
They're going to cut up the field.
My point is, they're not going to need it.
Yes, they are. They're going to go into the playoffs. They'll be fine. We'll go to the playoffs and we'll need it until then.
What's the rest of the story say now?
Well, they've just gone to say what some of the bigger stuff, the items are. One of the big ticket items is the locker, once used by Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman. You can even buy the urinals and shower heads from the locker room bathroom. But if you're hoping to give that diehard fan a piece of Cowboys history for the holidays, don't count on it being under the tree. The Cowboys hope to make it to the playoffs, which means, of course, they'll need the stadium intact at least until then.
Oh, get off it.
They could still make the playoffs. They still could.
You going to bet on that?
On the playoffs? I'm going to wait to see how I do this next week.
Stop.
Why? It's exciting now, and I'm up. Why stop when you're ahead?
When you're gambling, that's when you stop.
When you're on a roll. That's the reason they call it a roll.
That's why they also call it a gambling addiction.
It's not an addiction. Just having some fun.
Dan pulled up. Go ahead.
No, if I was gambling away my rent money or my mortgage money, then it'd be one thing, but I'm not.
Dan pulled up some different things to look for someone with gambling addiction.
Okay.
Everything you've done.
No, it's not.
There are two types of compulsive or problem gamblers. While their behaviors are similar, they gamble for very different reasons.
All right.
Action gamblers are addicted to the thrill of risk-taking. Gambling itself is their drug. They usually gamble with others, since part of the rush is beating the house or other gamblers. Action gamblers usually prefer games of skill, such as card games, craps, sports betting. They may also play the stock market.
Okay, I'll do that.
Escape gamblers gamble to escape emotional pain, worries, loneliness. Rather than gambling to feel a rush, they gamble to feel numb. Escape gamblers perform more isolated activities, such as slot machines, bingo, online poker. That would also cover cowboy games, since you normally watch it by yourself.
Well, I like slots machines, too.
Do you think you have to gamble every day to be addicted?
I would think so, yeah. You think about it or do it every day.
You thought wrong. That's the myth. You have to gamble every day to be a problem gambler. The fact, problem gambler may gamble frequently or infrequently. Gambling is a problem if it causes problems.
It hasn't caused any problems. I'm up.
You were down $2,500. You only got up through some weird shake.
It wasn't a shake. I was smart.
And you were whining when you thought you were losing money.
Well, yeah, no one likes to lose money.
Well, that's all part of the rush that you're supposed to get.
But now I'm up.
Then stay up and let it go.
Let it go.
Problem gambling is not really a problem if the gambler can afford it.
See, I can afford everything I'm losing.
That's a myth. Problems caused by excessive gambling are not just financial. Too much time spent on gambling can lead to relationship breakdown and loss of important friendships.
I'm not losing any friends over this.
You don't hang out with me.
Well, I hang out with you every night after the show. You play guitar and torture me every night.
Nobody asked you to stay.
Well, then you don't want me hanging out.
It's only torture if the doors are locked.
All right.
What do you think, they got screen doors at Gitmo?
No.
We don't like it here.
Can I go now?
If a problem gambler builds up a debt, you should help them take care of it.
Yeah?
Still a myth.
Oh, jeez.
Quick fix solutions may appear to be the right thing to do. However, bailing the gambler out of debt may actually make matters worse, which is another reason we should back out of this bailout. Let's see. Winning phase. The winning phase often starts with a big win, leading to excitement and a positive view of gambling. Problem gamblers believe they have a special talent for gambling and that the winning will continue. They begin spending greater amounts of time and money on gambling.
I'm spending a little
You're
more.
at the very front of this.
I'm spending a little more time and money on it than I used to.
Losing phase.
Yeah.
Problem gamblers become more and more preoccupied with gambling. They start to gamble alone, borrow money, skip work, lie to family and friends, and default on debts. They also begin to chase their losses, gambling in order to win back money that was lost.
See, I'm not doing that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
No, I'm winning.
That's what you were doing a couple of weeks ago when you were trying to make up for everything that you blew.
And I was successful. Say, thank you, JD, you're successful.
That's one of the signs of a problem gambler. Is you think you're smarter than the entire system and you're going to be able to beat it.
Well, it's still a gamble. I know it's not an investment.
Let's see what else. Let's see. Gamblers Anonymous. 4 steps, a gambling treatment that can rewire your brain. Step number 1, relabel. Recognize the urge to gamble is nothing more than a symptom of your gambling addiction, which is treatable as a medical condition. It is not a valid feeling that deserves your attention.
It's a great feeling when you win.
You don't always do that.
I know, but it's fun either way when I watch the game and I have money on it.
So far, you're throwing out exactly the same things that an alcoholic throws out. Here are the reasons why it's okay for me to get toasted.
Not at all.
It's all rationale.
It is. Because it makes
sense. It's all rationale.
It makes sense.
You're just making excuses.
I'm not. It's not hurting anybody.
All right, let me ask you a question. In the Cowboy game, started the second half, when you looked like the Cowboys weren't going to win and you were going to lose more money.
Oh, Lord.
What were you feeling?
I was feeling pretty bad because I knew that would really push me over the top before I'd probably have to stop at that point because, you get earn that kind of money. That's ridiculous. But they came back and they won, and I'm up.
Step number 3, refocus. When the urge to gamble strikes, don't wait for it to go away. Instead, shift your attention to something more positive or constructive. Do something else, even if the compulsion is to gamble is still bothering you.
Well, it's not a compulsion. I'm just doing it because it's fun.
You sound like you're to the point that where you can't stop.
I can stop anytime I choose.
We're going to have to stick you in rehab, which means taping you down for 2 months.
I'm going into rehab.
Step number 4, revalue. Over time, as you practice the first 3 steps, you'll gradually learn to revalue your flawed thoughts about gambling. Instead of taking them at face value, you'll realize that they have no inherent value or power. They're just toxic waste from your brain.
Can't anything...
And really, the only way to get you out of this is we're going to have to tape you down for 60 days.
No, it's not. Can't anything just be fun?
That's exactly what I've said about drinking, and you've done nothing but try and shy me away from that.
Because that has health benefits that are health things.
I'm sure there are problems in your head that are going to come from gambling, all the anxiety that comes from losing and thinking, trying to figure out when's my next big fix, when's the big push, when am I going to get out of this hole? Hey, look, I'm out of the hole. Well, let's get a little bit further so I can gamble more, and I'm not really going to lose anything because I'll just take what I've won.
Well, that's exactly right. You'll be up. But drinking has physical problems. Gambling doesn't. It didn't hurt anybody.
Physical problems can stem from emotional problems. And you've got emotional problems.
I don't have any emotional problems. I'm having fun. Can't anything just be fun? Why does everything have to be an addiction?
Because you have an addictive personality.
And I've said that all along about drinking.
What?
Why? Just because I drink doesn't mean I have an addiction to it. I also eat.
I understand that, but you don't have to.
I pee. I grunt. Nobody's never said I had an addiction.
You have to do all those things. You don't have to drink alcohol, but you do it.
And you don't have to gamble.
I don't have to.
So you're done.
It's fun.
We're having an intervention.
We're not.
So I'm going to give you the option. You either stop gambling or rehab starts today.
I'm not going to be tied down to anything for 2 months. No.
Is this going to stop?
No. You're not duct taping me to anything. Well, I know you can, but I prefer you didn't.
Okay, this is the intervention.
Where am I going to be for 60 days? I got to go home and change clothes and shower. And that's when I'm going to be gambling.
Let them lose.
All right, intervention's over.
Okay. I like this. I'll find a website so y'all don't have to watch it. How about that?
Okay, and that goes along with part of the addiction is now you're going to hide it.
I'm going to hide it from you guys, yeah, because you don't want me to have any fun.
Oh, I want you to have fun.
Okay, then I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to go gamble. I know when to stop.
I get a cut of his losses, so I'll split it with you.
Why do you get the losses? I mean, with your bookie?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Got a referral fee.
Run it up, John. Let it roll. Maybe you need some new feet. Shoes.
I'll do it online so you don't even know.
You want to give your credit card out?
I trust this guy.
You're going to give somebody online your credit card?
He's in Vegas, yes. He's a listener. He listens in Vegas. He emailed me last night.
Where U.S. law is gambling is quite illegal. That's why most of the...
In Vegas? It's not illegal to gamble in Vegas.
You're going to be doing it over state lines.
Yeah, you're not in Vegas.
Bad news, buddy.
It's illegal to do it here, too. And I've been doing it here.
But you're doing it with overseas sites.
Oh.
Didn't know that part, did you?
No.
Stupid gambler.
I thought wrong.
All right. You're right. Just go.
Okay.
Don't stop. You're $300 or $400 ahead.
Yes.
Do $1,000 and just get even further. That way you got a cush zone so you can gamble more.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Congratulations.
It's not hurting anybody. Just having fun.
All right.
Okay. Everything's fun. It's not an addiction.
That's what I've been saying.
Well, drinking is an addiction.
Why?
Because it can hurt your body, it can hurt your liver.
Makes me feel nice.
Well, okay, so...
And you don't think the anxiety that you go through when you're losing, you don't think that has, what do you call it?
Stress, bad effects.
It's going to translate into physical ailments.
Yeah.
Gamble. Do it all.
I will.
Borrow some money. Sell some stuff.
I'm not selling anything. I'm going to be up.
You will.
We'll talk about parlays and teasers.
What's that?
What is that?
Yeah, like for a parlay, you bet two bets. Like you can bet, say, the Cowboys and the over, and if they both hit, you win 2.5 to 1. So if you bet 100, you win $250.
Yeah, that's good.
On a teaser, you can tease the lines.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in for $1,000.
All right,
Welcome, buddy.
This game.
No, I'm in.
Okay.
Throw down the $1,000.
All right.
Okay. Dan, you want some?
Yeah. I'm with you guys.
That's fun.
All right, you got it.
All right, that's good.
It's like your intervention with me trying to get me from stop drinking.
Yeah, I almost...
We were close to having you back.
You really were.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. 2 astronauts are facing a tedious cleaning and lube job up in space. It's the first of a series of spacewalks NASA hopes will fix a massive joint that turns one of the International Space Station's power-generating solar panel wings toward the sun.
What's wrong with it?
Well, the 10-foot wide joint has been clogged with metal shavings from grinding parts for more than a year, limiting how much power the solar wing can actually produce. Spacewalkers will use a putty knife to scrape away the metal grit, wet wipes for cleaning, and then a grease gun to lube up the area. High tech.
It is. No, it's not. A grease gun is what you use to lube something.
Oh, not in outer space.
Why? Why not in outer space?
You really would think that NASA would have some, even if you don't, make something up.
Give it a
Don't
different
tell
name.
us you're going up there with a putty gun and a lube thing.
And they used the duct tape before because duct tape worked. Whatever they had, whatever the problem was, they used.
What was it they actually, was it to the space station or was it the space shuttle? The duct tape.
It was to, actually I think it was to their space suits.
Yeah, it was.
If they thought there might be a little problem there, they'd just tape it up.
It worked.
I don't believe 3M designed that to protect our astronauts. And if that's really the case, why don't you wrap that whole bastard in duct tape?
It is time to retire them. It certainly is time to retire them and go on to the next phase.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay.
Lance Armstrong fears he could be attacked by spectators if he returns to the Tour de France next year.
What's he worried about? You kicked in the balls?
No.
Have you ever seen them when they're riding? I mean, like the people will get literally...
Why are they going to get him?
Because the French are rabid fans of cycling, and they hate Lance Armstrong because he won it 7 times in a row.
Why even go back? Didn't the last Tour de France, didn't they accuse him of drug use?
Doping, yeah.
Well, they're going to do it again if they really have that big of a hard-on for him. I mean, really, physically, you can't get kicked in the balls. But if you're worried about the outcome, don't go.
He wants to just try to do it one more time.
Yeah. You've been through it enough. We got it.
Again, if people, because there's no way to protect that entire bike ride. Trey's right there within an arm's length. All it would take is somebody to reach out and push you, and you wipe out.
And they've done it.
And they've done it.
All right, so what's the magic of going back?
I think
the accomplishment isn't really going to mean anything if you have the French government or the officials try and throw back out some type of doping accusation. He's been through it. I guess he shook it.
Oh, yeah, they've never been able to prove it, and I'm sure he's given samples all along the way, so there's no way they can go back and go, oh, well, we found something, because there'll be a entire line that says, no, you didn't.
All right, but at this point, he's going.
Yeah, right now he is, yeah. He's just, at this point, he's like, yeah, I want to, but I am somewhat concerned about my safety.
Okay, well, it's a mystery that'll eat at me.
I can tell. Barack Obama's serious flirtation with his one-time rival, Hillary Clinton, over the post of Secretary of State has been welcomed by everyone from Henry Kissinger to Bill Clinton as an effective grand gesture by the president-elect. It's not playing quite as well, however, in some precincts of Obama-land. There's a sense of ambivalence about giving a top political plum to a woman they spent 18 months hammering as the compromised standard-bearer of an era that deserves to be forgotten.
They haven't played this out long-term. You stick Hillary in his cabinet as what?
Secretary of State.
Stick her in there. If Obama does something that she doesn't agree with, she's going to bring things to a halt. Oh, well, here's what Bill would do.
Well, Bill's not here.
I talked to Bill last night. Here's what Bill said, how this should play out.
Well, here's what
Your way, who's got more experience?
Who's got the job?
Well, you got the job, but I'm also on the cabinet, and here's what Bill would do.
You're also
Doesn't make any difference. Bill's called me the same thing. You're going to have those confrontations. You stick her in there.
I think Obama's...
You're going to take Hillary, her experience, also bouncing ideas off Bill with 8 years. She's going to turn into Mecha Godzilla. See,
I don't know how you can do it after spending all that time bashing the 8 years of the Clintons on the trail. Now you turn around and go, but I want her in my cabinet. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't get what would be what's the motivation? I mean, you don't care what the Democrats think. You've already got the gig. If it was leading up to the election and you said, hey, this may be a possibility, then you've got Democrats that were pissed off that Hillary didn't get the nomination. Then I could see that. But if you've already got the job, why drag her in there? Especially because you know she's going to throw out one of those bitchy comments and tell Obama he didn't know what he's doing.
First of all, I don't think she'll do that. I think she'll have more respect for the presidency.
No. She didn't have any respect for Bill. You think she's going to have any respect for that one?
But I think it's she's got the Clinton name, which garners global respect. So other dignitaries will deal with her, and it appeases the Clinton supporters that were really pissed off she didn't get the nomination.
What do I care if I'm a Clinton supporter, or why would that make any difference to him?
You got to run again, and you keep her in your cabinet. She's probably not going to run against you in 2012 and try to unseat a sitting president.
Why would she not try and run?
If she's in his cabinet?
C-words think that way. You're asking for 4 years of abject struggle. Well, if that's what he wants, then go ahead.
I think he's leaning away from it.
And it's not just the struggle that goes along with it. You got to look at her.
I know, but if you've served in his cabinet, you can't then go, I don't like you. Oh, and run against
Are you stupid?
You have no credibility if you say you served in his cabinet.
She's got enough credibility to where they're worried about sucking up to the Democrats to stick her in the cabinet. And it's going to happen at one point or another. Bill said.
Bill said what?
Bill said you're boo-boo the foo.
Well, I'm certainly not. I don't really care what Bill said. Bill's not the president. I am.
All right. Well, I'm on your cabinet.
Okay.
And here's what I got to say.
I'm so tired of looking at you.
Well, luckily, I'm going to be here for a while.
We do this on the phone from now on. You can see your ugly face.
You should come to the house, and that way I don't have to convey these messages to you. All right, Dan, go to the next one.
All right. Suspended Dallas Cowboys cornerback Adam Pac-Man Jones must keep waiting to find out whether he can resume his NFL career. When Commissioner Roger Goodell punished Jones last month, he said the suspension would be reviewed after 4 games, and the 4th was Sunday. So now the wait is on for Goodell to make that ruling. League spokesman Greg Aiello today wrote in an email, nothing to report. Cowboys coach Wade Phillips didn't have any details. Jones has been undergoing alcohol rehab. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has said he'd welcome back the player if the league will allow it.
I really don't see how. Who's the commissioner? Goodell?
Yeah, Roger Goodell.
How he really, especially if you've got the ADA.
I don't think the NFL
Americans with Disabilities Act, and if they classify alcoholism as being a disease, and he's gone to rehab, you really are going to have to give him another shot.
I don't think so. I don't think the NFL is, as far as the team of players go, I don't think the ADA comes into play.
Why wouldn't it?
Because you're not an equal opportunity employer.
You have an illness.
But you're not,
You're not going to let me back to play because I have an illness that I've actually tried to address. The first time that I gave it a shot, now the NFL is going to turn their back on me.
You were warned 12 times. I told you, if you mess up one time and it's alcohol related, you're out.
I'm sick.
And you should have addressed this after the 12th time, not the 13th.
I wasn't drunk then. The 13th one I got toasted.
You punched your security guard in the puss.
I bet they let him in. You have somebody that actually went to rehab, made an effort. Why have him go if your intent was not to reinstate him?
Well,
that looks dicky in itself. You go through rehab, we'll reevaluate it. All right. So he comes back and he's got the different counselors that indicate, maybe he's made some type of progress. What was the reason to have him go if you're going to dick him around in the end? I'm not saying he deserves to come back.
I don't think the NFL ever said if you go to
I just think anytime anybody gets in trouble with alcohol, they deserve a shot. Go ahead.
I think Goodell's going to sit on this. He may let him back in at the very end of the season, but I don't see it happening in the next 2-3 weeks.
How long before we need a break, Flo?
No.
Where's the Air Zuka?
It's right outside the door.
All right, Gavin's not in his office. So take it, load it up, take the two-way, keep it keyed so I can listen. He may be in the bathroom. Nobody else is in this building. He can only be one of two places. Unless Jagger's here.
No.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Gavin. Hey, can you come down here?
Yeah.
Trey doesn't have a two-way.
Oh. Your instructions were to take the two-way.
Well, I said key it up so I could hear what was going on.
Right. That would involve having one.
Yeah, it was one. You took it.
Well, where is it? Gavin, where are you?
Here in the hallway.
I see Gavin. I don't see Trey. Well, I hear Trey.
Yeah.
Gavin.
What?
What happened?
Problem, man.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Get it on.
All right, this last check of traffic is brought to us by Don Davis Auto. Fort Worth, really is the usual stop-and-go problem areas. Over in Dallas, though, we do have two problems that you know about. One is on the tollway northbound at Lover's Lane. The two right lanes are closed due to a crash. That has everyone backed up to 35. And then on 30 westbound at Beckley, you have an accident blocking the center lane, and that has everyone stacked up to Hervey. That's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. All right, clear mid-40s for the low tonight, then mid-70s tomorrow, warming up a little bit before it gets cool for the weekend. We have 56 now at Live 105.3.
I'm going to look over the Jehovah's Witness. How to become one?
Yes.
I'm going to stay Jew till the end of the year.
I understand you want to go through the
Hanukkah.
Yes. Get all your toys.
Jehovah's Witnesses. When they come to your door, they're raising money for their publishing organization by asking you for contributions for their magazines. All
Right.
Which is the Watchtower and Awake, or other items. Always enjoyed sales.
Are they trying to pitch God to you at the same time, or are they just trying to get donations? Because I don't know. I've never answered the door to them.
Let's see. If you want to become a Jehovah's Witness,
here he goes.
Here's some facts about what your life will be like. Be prepared to believe that Jehovah's Witnesses alone are of God. All other religions, in fact, all non-Jehovah's Witnesses, are the devil. No exceptions.
That's a little out there, don't you think?
No.
All other religions are of the
devil? There are a lot of religions that believe that's the only way to heaven.
Yeah, well,
you're not going to chastise somebody because of their beliefs.
Okay. Well, Baptists don't believe they're the only way to heaven.
All right. Why have all the different factions, all the different denominations?
They're all basically Christians. They just all believe certain rules.
They all believe that you can do or can't do certain things, and if you do or don't, then you're not going to go to heaven. So obviously, they don't believe in some of the other religions.
So why does this one work? And they're the only way to God.
I don't know. I'm just now looking into it.
All right. What else you got to do?
I've only been Jew for a couple of weeks. Okay. Just exploring everything else. Be prepared to become an extremely negative person. Now, this actually is from a website who doesn't like the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, okay.
But it was broken down in a list form, so it's easier for me to read. It's the extremely negative person, except about the Watchtower organization, where you will have to be extremely positive. I like this. Be prepared to give your entire patriotic feelings to the Watchtower organization, since you will not be able to serve in any branch of the armed forces or work as a civilian on any base. And I'm too big of a pussy to go into the military. That wouldn't work.
Okay. I see where you're going.
And let's see. Be prepared to no longer vote or have any political opinions. Condemnation of all except the Watchtower is the order of the day.
What is the Watchtower? Is their magazine?
It's a magazine. It's also their organization.
Okay.
Right, Trey?
Yeah.
And I don't vote.
Oh, you don't vote. I know you don't want to go to war. Okay.
Well, now I got religious reasons.
Oh, my God.
Be prepared at work. If your job involves confidentiality, such as employment in a doctor or a lawyer's office, you'll be expected to break that confidentiality to report any Jehovah's Witness patient to the elders.
Why?
I don't care.
Okay, well, you don't work there anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, but there's situations where I'm giving confidential information, and I certainly don't mind sharing it. Be prepared to forget about having a normal childhood for your children. They'll be expected to set their sights on a life of full-time service to the Watchtower organization. They'll practice all their growing up years by sitting quietly at the meetings 5 times. I'm not going to meetings.
Your kids.
It says with you.
Oh, with you. Okay.
And accompanying you as you knock on doors with the literature. Be prepared to forbid or discourage your children from the following activities: after-school sports, having non-Jehovah Witnesses friends, can't join the YM or YWCA, school dances, can't vote in school elections, no dating, except for other Jehovah Witnesses, and then only if marriage is intended.
It's a little strict.
It's a little strict, and it's some pretty stiff guidelines, but that's what I need in my life.
Your life is fine. And you're not going to go door to door on a bicycle and ask for donations.
It's not just donations. It's spreading the word of the Watchtower organization, or Hightower, whoever it is.
And so you can only date Jehovah's Witnesses?
I think so.
With the intent of marriage?
Right.
Isn't that going to narrow your field down quite a bit?
I can convert them. They have a whole lot to do. In fact, you give up a lot of things. You don't celebrate holidays, no birthdays. You don't put up Christmas trees. You don't exchange gifts. You don't go to any type of celebration. We'll save an ass load of cash from that. Wish I had found this before I decided to be a Jew.
You're just going to be a Jew through Christmas or through the holidays.
Yeah. Okay. Be prepared to really hate everything but the Watchtower organization, and especially hate anyone who has the nerve to up and leave. There's no honorable way out of the Watchtower organization. Not only will you be expected to shun and ignore anyone leaving, even family members, but literature directs you, says, we must hate in the truest sense. This is the selling point.
This is your strength.
We must hate in the truest sense, which is to regard with extreme and active aversion, to consider as loathsome, odious, filthy, and to detest.
You are a star. You're going to go straight to the top.
I've been a Jehovah's Witness. I just didn't know how to name. All I got to do is get a Schwinn and some booklets.
Yes, some booklets. You learned how to hate. Anyone that leaves, Dan Lewis.
Dan Lewis asked for his hate. Again, it would be rude not to accept.
I don't think he really wanted this level of hate in his life. No.
Dan, when he left the show, decided that I, without exaggeration, was the Antichrist, and anything that this show did was horrific in nature.
The only way you could spin that, to leave a successful show where you had basically a career set for life, the only way to spin that is to say, I had to get away from that. That was evil. It was bad. It was sucking me down with it. And that's the only way to deal with it, and looking yourself in the mirror every day.
And Dan asked for his hate just by being Dan.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, maybe.
Dan's his own hate calling card.
I may be a Jehovah's Witness after all.
All right. What are those on holdout?
Genuine Jehovah's Witnesses.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
How did you ask them?
I asked him, are you a Jehovah's Witness?
You didn't ask them why?
No.
You do that with black people.
Sometimes.
Yes, Ashton.
Yeah, I was going to let you know that, one, we don't do the bikes. Those are Mormons.
Oh.
We go in cars, and we don't just dress in black and white.
What do you wear?
I wear, actually, Armani. I come from a little bit wealthier family.
So you wear anything you want when you're going door to door?
You wear suits, though. You dress nicely. But you don't wear black and white. You can dress in fashion.
Okay.
We don't go asking for money. That's not the point of it. We do go out there to read a scripture to those, to encourage them. If they offer a donation, we will accept. But I've actually never, ever asked anybody for any money. I paid, and we're not required to pay any money. It's all on a donation basis. They don't pass a plate. They don't do anything.
Right. I'd read that there's no tithing that's expected. Now, is the stuff that I had right? Is that the thrust of the religion? Is that you believe that there are no other religions? Jehovah's Witness is the only way to get to heaven?
No. Well, yes and no. For one, we only...
Well, hang on to that. What about the hating part? Is that true?
Somewhat, yes.
All right, go ahead.
Well, we only believe 144,000 go to heaven. We believe that the rest of those live on a paradise earth, like the Garden of Eden, forever.
Well, I'm not playing those odds.
If only 144,000 go to heaven, wouldn't you want to keep it to yourself?
I thought that was the Mormons.
Clearly not. He's Jehovah's Witness.
That's not a whole lot of people.
No.
You got a planet of what, 6-7 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Only 140,000 going to heaven?
144.
Stupid.
One day in, one day out.
Do the Jews have a quota?
No.
We can all go?
Yeah. That's if the Jews are right.
I think we are. Plus, with the Jewish thing, all I have to do is learn some Hebrew, turn my back on Jesus, and then get some Cadbury eggs in the George Foreman grill. Don't I get something for turning my back on Jesus?
Yeah, you get to become a Jew.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oy vey.
Oh, that's better.
Get off me. Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 626. Dan's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Focus on the Family said it has eliminated more than 200 positions, the largest staff cuts in the evangelical Christian group's 31-year history. Citing the faltering economy and a decline in donations, Focus officials...
Well, hang on. Who's the group?
Focus on the Family, evangelical Christian group.
Oh, okay.
Citing the faltering economy and a decline in donations, Focus on the Family officials said Monday that 149 employees would lose their jobs, most by month's end.
Mm-hmm.
Another 53 open positions will be left vacant.
Where's your God now?
The economy affects everybody, including God's people.
Why wouldn't God step in and make sure that the gospel is continued to be spread?
He will, just with a smaller staff.
Where's your God now?
Stop with that. It's just going to be a smaller staff. It's affecting everybody. These people will probably...
So God didn't want those different people to have jobs.
These people will probably want to get something much better as one door closes.
I
didn't finish it. God, sometimes...
You can't always look at tragedy and think, well, I've been stuck in this situation because I'm going to be rewarded with something else down the road. A lot of times, tragedy just sucks.
Well, this could be a very bad time for some of these people, but they'll learn. They'll get closer as a family, and they may grow and find a new job.
Oh, they'll probably come closer as a family because they'll have different activities together.
Well,
at night.
No. That's
how many people they lay off?
149 would lose their job by month's end, and then 53 positions that are open are just going to be left vacant. So total 200.
What?
Where's your God now?
My God is still right where he was, watching over me.
Uh-huh. Where's your job?
I'll have a better one.
When?
Soon. As soon as I get this one done, something else will happen. Another will open.
Swear to God.
And I'm sure that they prayed, and then they went back, and they waited for some type of answer, and you got nothing.
Well, sometimes...
Stop depending on God to do everything. That's what these people do. Get up and do for yourself. I believe someplace, I'm paraphrasing, but that's probably in the Bible. And if it's not, you need to go back and write it in.
I believe you're correct. It is. It's from
get off your ass, do something, learn to feed yourself and other people. Eat fish.
The Lord helps those that help themselves.
That's another one.
Yeah, I believe this group is also the one that was going to have the pastor that was. There was a story about him a couple days ago about talking about his addiction, like they caught him.
I'll give you $1 if you get to the end of this story.
There was a pastor. He was like
you ain't at the end of it yet.
14,000 member church. He was like accused of gay sex.
The end of it.
I think they were going to have him as president at one point, so they obviously haven't made a lot of good decisions.
Thank you. That was taking too long to get to.
I know.
It isn't a big secret. President Bush will move to the Dallas area when he leaves office. That means, of course, some pretty big changes here. President Bush and his wife Laura have been shopping for houses in Preston Hollow and University Park. It will be the first time a president moves here after leaving the White House. Dave Nicastro.
What was the reason for choosing Dallas instead of just going back down to Crawford?
Well, because his library's going to be here. And
has SMU already approved that?
Yeah.
Because I know that there was a stink that went along with that.
Oh,
it was war-related and...
Oh, there's people against it, but yeah, it's done. And he needs to be in close to a major airport and whatnot to get in and out. I mean, he'll be speaking, he'll be doing all sorts of things. So
the area he's looking at, is it a gated community?
No.
Good.
Why?
Stop by and visit the twins.
Yeah, swing by, drop by, and see the president. See how that works out for you. I'm here to see. Can I come in?
Well, wouldn't I be able to do that?
You're not going to walk in to see the president of the United States.
He's not president anymore.
He's still the president.
He's a schmo.
He's not a schmo. Tell the Secret Service.
If you weren't a schmo, you'd live in a gated community.
I'll have a compound.
Oh, yeah. You won't be able to get anywhere close.
We'll see.
Tell me when you're going. I want to watch this.
You don't think we could use that launcher and roll his house?
Oh, God.
You're more than welcome to.
I'm sick that night. Dallas SWAT watches him.
Is that right?
In addition to the Secret Service.
They were actually thinking about cutting back Dallas SWAT, and now that he's coming here, they're actually going to hire more officers.
All right.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll the president's house.
God, everyone. Highland Park, Preston Hollow.
I see after chunking my first roll of Charmin. I see some big red missile thing.
What the hell is that over there?
I just chunking a roll of Charmin.
For good measure.
So I'm not going to have any access?
No.
Give me a pen?
Or yeah, what if I go up as my Mormon self? Or no, not my Mormon. What am I? My Jehovah's Witness.
I'm sure the Secret Service would be more than happy to take your pamphlet from you and then tell you to get the hell out of there.
I'd like to talk to you for a couple of minutes about Jesus. Uh-huh. Yeah, you go yourself.
This is the Lord we're talking about here. Bush needs the Lord.
He's got the Lord.
That was so scary.
Are the twins going to be living there?
No.
Well, then I'm not going.
It was scary when I went down to Crawford. And that black car just came out of nowhere on that country road.
You asked for that.
I know, but I wasn't doing anything.
Every time you get in trouble, it's always, I wasn't doing anything. Why is it all the DFW airport police crawled up your hiney?
I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting in an observation
Obviously,
area.
they thought as law enforcement officials, you were doing something.
I was sitting in
then
an
you had the Secret
observation.
Service come up and ask you, what are you doing?
They didn't actually stop me. They just appeared out of nowhere. It's this dark country road, and I'm 2 miles away. I already gun down by the ranch, said hello to the nice officer that stopped me there, and I was headed back.
Did you think you were going to make it into the ranch?
No, I just told him, I said, I just came down for the circus just to see what was going on, see how far I could get. He goes, this is it. I said, okay. And he was very friendly. And I'm driving. I'm 2 miles away from there and still 2 miles away from the city of Crawford. I was just tootling down the road. There wasn't anybody, because this is a dirt, it's kind of a dirt rocky road. You see smoke coming up. Next thing I look up, there's a black car right on my ass. And my heart starts pounding. I'm going, I'm not doing anything. What do I have in the car? Oh, hell, I have guns in the car. Oh, hell.
You went down to Crawford with guns in the car?
I have a concealed handgun.
Are you a god fool?
I have a concealed handgun license.
I don't think the FBI, the Secret Service, or anybody else with black cars care what documentation you have. If you're near the president and you got a handgun, you're going to go back to a very ugly scenario.
I have a right to carry that.
You're a fool if you really carried that to Crawford.
I have a right to have that anywhere in the state.
I'm out of breath. Trey, you want to take over for a second?
Yeah, you're a fool because there's actually a zone around the president where, no, you're not. I
didn't get near the zone. As far as...
Obviously you were. If they stopped you and said, turn around, you're...
No, that was at the edge. That's where the road stopped. And they were very friendly. They were nice officers.
You did not carry a gun down there.
I always have it with me, yes.
You're a dildo.
No, what? I just show my CHL and go, I have a right
Your CHL is not going to get you out of trouble.
Yes,
just because you're registered with the state.
Exactly.
The state.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that you're of no danger.
I couldn't get anywhere near the president, and I wasn't threatening anybody. I was just driving down a country road. You don't think other guys out there?
You told the cop that stopped you, I just came down here to see things.
I did.
With my gun.
I didn't say with my gun, and if they'd stopped me, I would have showed them my CHL.
Your CHL's not going to get you out of that. That's not a permit just to carry it anywhere you please.
I wasn't. You don't think other farmers up and down that road carry guns?
We're not talking about them.
Yeah.
Talking about you. You drove all the way from Dallas to Crawford with a handgun.
Yes.
That in itself, they'll probably still come visit.
They're not going to come visit me. God. Make it sound like I was out to hurt somebody.
You've been on a tear. You chased kids through a park with your truck.
Well, you
knocked a bunny out with a board, then you went down to Crawford with a handgun.
Oh, my God.
You're on a tear.
Not smart one.
It's a very smart one.
Go ahead, Dan.
This from Attleboro, Massachusetts. A 74-year-old blind woman was shocked when her daughter found a letter from the city saying a lien would be placed on her home unless she paid an overdue water bill. The amount, 1 cent. Eileen Wilbur told the Sun Chronicle of Attleboro the letter sent her blood pressure soaring and pointed out that stamps cost 42 cents. The letter warned of a lien and a $48 penalty if the overdue bill is not paid by December 10th.
Why don't you just give them the penny and shut up?
Because they want $48 and the penny now.
Well, you still owe it.
Surely there's a mistake here somewhere that I got overcharged by a penny. And you're going to put a lien on someone's house over a penny?
Yes.
Well, that's retarded. Poor old lady.
Actually, that's the best deal. They're only out a penny, but they get a house.
That's like 74.
Now, if she owed $100,000 and all you get is a house, then yeah, you got screwed. But for a penny, I do that to everybody.
A 74-year-old blind woman.
Is that her excuse for not paying her bill? I didn't see it.
Possibly. My God. But you have no heart?
No.
It cost him more to send the bill than it would have just for someone to say, hey, here's a penny.
It's still an amount that's come due. You owe it.
But it's kind of an unwise administrative
Dude, I'm
move.
Jewish. Shut up.
I'm sorry, I forgot you hadn't converted yet.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Anyway, they said that she'll probably end up just...
I stop kibitzing and go to the next story.
Okay. Nestle Prepared Foods Company at Springville, Utah, is recalling approximately 879,565 pounds of frozen chicken meals that may contain foreign materials.
Which ones? Is this Lean Cuisine?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The chicken pesto?
Yeah. You have one is the 9.5-ounce packages of Lean Cuisine pesto chicken with bow tie pasta.
Oh, man. Well, mother...
You have the 10.5-ounce packages of Lean Cuisine chicken Mediterranean. The 12.5-ounce...
I didn't have that one. I've got one of the other chicken brands.
Lean Cuisine chicken Tuscan. I've had that one. Hell. The problem was discovered after the company received consumer complaints and a report of one injury. The company identified the objects as small pieces of hard plastic.
I stocked up on that a couple of weeks ago.
Well, throw them away.
I'm not throwing them away.
Well, call the company. They may...
You get a refund, or what do? Otherwise, I'm just going to eat plastic.
Consumers with questions about the recall can contact Nestle Consumer Services Center.
You can take them back where you bought them, and they'll exchange them. Because I just bought 2 Sunday. Actually, they were 5 for $10, so I stocked up.
No wonder they were on sale.
Yeah.
Hey, but these ones on sale. Why? You shut up and put them on sale.
You may want to microwave it an extra minute and a half. All right, Dan. How we doing, Chloe?
Freaking 3.
Okay, Dan.
Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown, of course, we all love from Back to the Future. His $11 million home in northwest Los Angeles was destroyed by the wildfires we've been hearing about.
I have audio from this. It's 75.
Go ahead, Dan.
He says he's not rebuilding. He was on Good Morning America, and he said you watch TV, you see these kinds of incidents, and that's pretty much what JD has.
Okay.
All this happens in a matter of minutes. It's just sort of sinking in. You watch TV and you see these kinds of incidents happening here and there, but you look with a...
All right, somebody say it, because everybody's singing it.
I'm not going to say it. Don't want to get thrown out of here. I have to spin the wheel.
I'm a detachment because it's happening elsewhere. Suddenly to be in the midst of it, it's a very different awareness.
Hey, burn my house down with 1.21 jingle. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Which I kept delaying to go through and store, but kind of don't have to.
There have been fires and earthquakes and disasters in California as long as it's been there. Why all of a sudden the revelation that maybe I shouldn't have built here in the first place?
It's because it's your home and you think, again, like you said, it'll never happen to me.
California's not the place to have that philosophy.
Clearly, you should have any kind of... That's just a shame. Think of all the movie memorabilia he lost, but...
Worry about that now. It's amazing. Just gone. Rebuilding would be... It's too much. Look, you can't rebuild that. What are you going to do?
Obviously, there was video to go along with it. Did you see it?
Yeah, they were cut just helicopters.
Was there anything left?
No, just charred and, a few little sticks and stones and such, but it was gone almost to the ground.
How many acres have they lost so far?
I don't know, I was reading about it because they just convicted a guy, or he sentenced him, so I got my numbers mixed up. I want to say it's like 70,000, but I may be off.
Does it say anywhere in the story, Dan?
No.
All right, go to the next one then.
A new survey has found that 42% of men and 41% of women admit to cheating on their partner. But while 37% of women say they could get over the betrayal, only 5% of us men could. And while 63% of
Who would the 5% be, and what would be the rationale? Especially with a chick going outside the relationship. And I'm not trying to do this just for shtick and get the fat bitches wound up. You hear me? We think of women in a higher standard. They're supposed to be the nurturers. They're the ones that are supposed to stay inside the family unit. We're the ones that are supposed to run around and screw.
Maybe you could see that, you got busy, you abandoned her, she needed some emotional things met that you weren't doing.
Well, then have a conversation with me.
Maybe
just don't immediately snap into a whore.
Maybe I did have conversations.
What was the conversation?
Maybe I said, you're never here. You never come home. You stay up at the radio station and play the guitar all night. I never see you.
I've come home every night this week and screwed you and your clan.
And you fall asleep, your fat ass on top of me immediately afterwards.
I don't like these sound bites.
And I miss you. You're not here for me. And he was.
Who was?
That 24-year-old yard boy. He came in and he needed a cup of coffee.
The one that's been doing our front yard?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Is he still here?
Well, that took an ugly turn.
Oh, God. I'm just mad you got him before I did.
I'm sure he'll come back.
When?
I ain't gonna watch you two screw.
Why not?
Because that's gay. Him on top of me's hot. Dan, put that down.
Even as stupid as all the dialogue leading up to it, it's still worth that thing at the end. Say it again.
No. You got it once. That's plenty. I've given up on sound bites at this point.
Obviously not. Dan, stop writing and read something.
That was just fantastic. 63% of men say it's important that their lady stays in shape, but only 29% of women say their guy's body is important to them. Overall, half of all women think a sense of humor, compassion, and intelligence are more important than looks. 7 in 10 women admit they've faked an orgasm, by the way. And actually, 1 in 4 say it's a regular occurrence. And if you can believe it, women aren't the only ones faking it because...
Hang on. Settle on that for a second. Trey's going back into Gavin's office with a stink thing. Jesus! Did I miss it?
Yep.
I missed it. Go do it again. Okay. Hurry up. I got a break.
No, don't do it again. Don't goddamn it, Ryan.
I love that toy.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Contenders come and go, but there's only one afternoon champ. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
What else we got down?
All right. The last thing I was going to mention in that little men and women survey, 1 in 3 men admit that they, too, have faked an orgasm.
Normally I only do that on one of the first few times we're having sex.
Why?
Because then you surprise them. You let them have it in the mug. That's how hot you make me. Look at that.
What?
I just finished. Another 20 seconds. Paya!
You surprised me the second time.
Will you stop it with this role play? But I've used that excuse. You act like you finished.
You're so hot.
And then she stands up and you go, fire!
That's how hot you are, baby.
That's how much I'm into you.
God, What?
Well, you got 2 eyes.
Stop.
What percentage of guys?
1 in 3.
That would be the only reason to fake it.
Unless you're just tired and you want to make her think that she's,
there's a big telltale sign that you don't leave when you don't that.
I understand. Maybe you just... I don't want to get into that.
They always know to jump up because they're going to dribble.
I know.
Because you're always pushing them away from you because they try and crawl over you.
Yeah. No, I need to get over this way.
We always exit to the right.
No, not this time.
You will not dribble on me.
Getting it. Yeah, you're going to share in this moment. It's yours.
No.
It is.
Not mine now. You're in possession. You know what the law says.
Got me on that
one. Well, let's play a little game.
All right.
Look around the room.
Yep.
Try to identify the person who you think is the most sexually deviant.
Oh, Jesus. No, quit everybody pointing at me. Stop it.
Now think about this. According to experts, about 1 in 4 heterosexual couples have experimented with backdoor relations.
What does that mean? Actually, I don't think we ever have.
You what?
I don't think we ever have. Don't you?
You never got it in the tookis from Joy?
Me? No, hell no. No, I thought you meant with her. To her.
I believe that this thing could play either way.
No, never either way. I'm certainly not into it, and she's not either.
Oh, please.
She's not.
We're not talking about her.
No, I've never gotten it. What are you...
I bet you would be hard-pressed to go home and find things that haven't been in your ass.
That is just not...
Short of fixtures, and I'm sure you probably got a stepladder.
That's not true at all. My God, you get the... See, you built up this thing in your head.
No, you built it up.
I like to play, but
you like to do things, and I'm sure there are a lot of things in your house that have been in your tookies.
No, there's nothing.
Probably many things with cords.
Not at all. Nothing with cords. Nothing with batteries. Nothing that moves. Nothing that lights up. Nothing that twirls, or even has glitter.
Sounds like all you're using is furniture.
No, I'm not using furniture either.
You get you a lazy boy.
There's been no furniture. Stop it. There's been no furniture anywhere near me. No, I don't do that.
Lamp?
No, no. Why'd you put a lamp up there?
What about a grill?
Not even a George Foreman.
What about George Foreman?
No.
It's actually good because it's got the cord.
In case it gets stuck.
Too far. Pull back out. No.
No. I don't care if we're on the air or not. I will not believe that you haven't had many things in your tookus.
I haven't. Why would they do that? I get nothing out of that.
I got money. When they do your colonoscopy next week, they're going to find toys from the 70s in your ass.
That's collectible G.I. Joe.
Man, that's when they were putting beards on them.
I wonder where that went.
What else is up on here? Oh, there's a mystery date.
No, there's no mystery date.
Water wiggle.
I don't have that.
Well, we knew we were going to have a sit and spin. There's a close and play. Slinky.
Ooh, a light bright.
That makes it easier to see in here.
Well, there's a story behind that.
Yeah. You want to explain these rock'em sock'em robots?
Did you put me back to sleep?
What's this over here to the left? Look at there.
Well,
I actually can do some reading. There's Encyclopedia Britannica. Only A through R. Now there's S through Z over there.
There's a young boy reading them.
Never seen an a-hole with a reading room. You know, if you had the mind to, you could convert this into a game room.
None of that will be up there. God. Quit reminding me that they're going to be digging around in there. No, I'm not even looking forward to the camera going up there.
What? You know, I see a group of people down the way. No, there's that. Smurfs. Hanging a Cabbage Patch Kid. The dead bunny?
No.
Hang on.
What?
Old Trey's handing me a note. It'll take me a second.
None of this will be in my bottom.
Oh, this is kind of depressing. You only got basic cable.
Can't wait till Monday.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't get one of them digital boxes.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
I left it basic cable.
Hey, guys.
What?
Are you thinking about one of those fuel-efficient hybrid cars?
There might be one up in there. What else is in there? There's the man from Uncle. Looks like a lunchbox.
Nobody lunches boxes.
The Roy Clark plate. Hang on a second. Hey, Roy.
Get out of me!
There's a 1977 Pinto. Who's that driving it? Pat Summerall.
Pat Summerall and Roy Clark are not in my gas.
And Amelia Earhart. Yeah, it looks like a herd of chia pets.
Tell you what, let's leave now.
One more thing.
No.
Engine.
All right, Dan.
Oh, God. For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, JohnDavidRyan.com, DanO'Malley.com, DJClo.net, and TreyTrenholm.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com.
Hang on a second. I can't say this on the air. I wrote it down. Okay. I just want to see how Trey reacts.
Okay.
Live1053.com.
Can I see it?
Yeah, there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Man, I think that's who it is. Let's see you guys tomorrow.
Now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.